take it away, artists. I don't know if anyone wants to say what we're thinking about drawing. I can do that if you'd like, but. All right, then I will. I was like,
oh, apologies.
Sorry.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I have enough energy to last about another. I'm gonna go with 13 minutes, and then I'll pass out. But anyway, we're thinking about drawing, or at least this is gonna be the warm-up period. But in the end, we're going to hopefully have this huge collab of many different characters, fun things, and so on and so forth for you to enjoy. And so. Right now, we might get a little memey. I don't mind memes. You want to draw some memes, that's fine with me. But when Christian gets here, we'll go into some serious art. Maybe we'll draw some things with chat once. Maybe if you donate some money, wink, you'll have a chance of getting your stuff drawn. I don't know. You think I'd make the rules? The rules make themselves. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Now, I will say that as a fellow artist, in terms of I know how to use a pencil, I cannot draw to save my life. If someone asks me to draw or, just kind of like perish, I'd be kind of, up a river without a paddle. So, I'm going to just be commentating, I guess, and probably talking too much, while the lovely artists draw in the background. And I don't know if you guys want to introduce yourselves, or I can introduce you guys.
Sure. I'm CR.
I'm Okafak.
And I'm Helion. And clearly, we do not know how to talk very well about ourselves here.
I just didn't expect to be thrown on stream like right away, so I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh heck, sorry.
A surprise!
We're in the late night portion already. At this point, I consider this late night. I know it's not dark outside everyone's windows. It's dark outside mine, and that's what I truly think. So anyway, and we're also joined by 24914. I don't know if they have a mic. But hey,
they won't be speaking.
There you go. They're here too. They're here too. Everyone here does amazing art. I would highly suggest you do exclamation point runners, and you can see it yourself how amazing the art is. So yeah.
What kind of song
also, someone who's late to the party is the lovely Tekken. Tekken. Hello.
Hey.
They are. I mean, you can see the art that they've done. If you just look at the page, right? Or if you go to the Extra Life page, you can see all the art that's on the beginning of our team page. That is Tekken. So Tekken. I'm gonna say your name. I'm gonna. Oh,
it's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. There is some serious powerhouse artists here, and you guys can get started whenever. I don't mean to be like, here, just go draw now. Not push you guys, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we just gonna draw memes right now, though?
Hey, go ahead.
So.
What's wrong with it?
How
Honestly,
cursed can we get?
Okay, there is some rules. We are on Twitch. This is not, some dubious streaming platform. We could get attacked by the Twitch police. So let's try to keep it a little bit more safe for work than some of the things we've done. Yeah, otherwise, go nuts.
Okay, cool. It works. I was testing on stream.
Hey, well, there you go. We got a smiley face. That's how you. That's how you know it works. If you guys want a prompt, I can give you guys a prompt really quickly for memes, and then you can just kind of go with it until we Christian arrives.
That sounds lovely.
Go for it.
Okay, you guys know that cat meme, the one that's the two ladies screaming at the cat.
Oh yes.
Can you recreate that with Fire Emblem characters?
Who's getting screamed at and who's doing the
I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. Did small details. I can't think of those.
Something that would be in character then. Ooh. So say
That would kind of be in character, yeah. that would kind of be in character. So that is a possibility. If you guys want to do that.
So let's do Rhea screaming. I feel like Rhea.
Ooh. Yeah, Ray is screaming at what? Like, Edel?
Edelgard.
Edelgard is the cat.
Rhea and Catherine maybe yelling at Edelgard.
Yeah.
Or Seta.
Ooh, Seta.
Ooh, I like that. All right, that's a good meme. Someone's saying Lethe. Lethe's already a thing. I have the meme for that one already. That's one I got saved on my phone like the moment it was made. We gotta make our new ones here, yeah. Cat. All right, I have to ask this question. How many of the people here do you guys like the Stinky Doo-Doo playthrough?
No.
The what?
What?
But
He-
right?
He for some reason, Dark Dog Demon has something against Black Eagles and their fearless leader.
How dare you?
What do you mean, how dare I? Oof. What do you mean, how dare I? That's just kind of, you know, ridiculous. I have good taste. I picked the House Claude. Claude is best boy. So.
I feel like
I'm
no
on
matter
Team Dimitri.
whether or not you pick either Blue Lions or Black Eagles, you can't hate on Golden Deer.
Daddy Claude.
Oh god.
Daddy Claude is Daddy. So, yeah. No one clipped that. I never said that. Never happened. I love the outlines already. This.
I don't know what Rhea looks. I hope this is actually what she looks like, because I'm drawing this from memory.
I think so. That's pretty good.
That's amazing from memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she was wearing. Is she wearing like a robe? Something
Yeah,
like,
like a plain white dress or something.
and then her hips.
Shakira.
Okay. I know they're not that big, but that's how big the fans have made it out to.
I like how Edelgard still has the little, I guess it's like bows in her hair. You can just see those. Oh, it's really very nice detail. People in chat are saying that is the most accurate Rhea drawing, the ones with the gigantic hips that are the size of the Earth. So
Oh, okay, I'll make them bigger.
yeah, I think they need to just be like across the entire screen at this point. You know, just like just a straight line.
Okay.
That's just.
Hold on, hold on.
Hmm.
It's gonna make sense in a little bit.
Okay.
I promised.
All right. I'm liking this. This is a good start. This is a good start.
Yeah, we're supposed to be serious in here, but that just never works, I guess.
Hmm.
Dark Dog Demon said, Mysterious
Oops.
Death Knight, I changed your name so it doesn't show.
Oops.
Dark Dog Demon said, now you are Mysterious
Oopsie
Death
doopsie.
Knight.
Oopsie doopsie.
I wonder who the mysterious Death Knight could be. Interesting.
Listen, man. All right, the Death Knight likes to show up to these things. Okay, I'm just waiting for him to take Flame. He could take what's her name, Monica. Yeah, you just take both. You know, he goes on. It's fine. He just goes. See you later. Also, yeah, if you guys are wondering, this is Drawpile. Drawpile, I actually learned of this from watching a lot of Twitch. It's basically think of like Photoshop, but anyone can draw on it and do, you know, whatever they kind of feel like. So
Well, you can't draw on it because you're incapable.
I can't draw it. No, I have two left hands when it comes to artistry, so I can't draw to save my life. But other people who are talented can draw. So as you can see, we have some real. I'm looking at, like, every time I turn my head to a different drawing, I just see something else that makes me laugh. I can't not laugh at this.
You asked for memes.
I did. I like them. I like the Bernadetta that's slowly getting drawn. You know, you can just tell by the hair. It's really solid. I like Tick is drawing it's just a butterfly beam in the bottom right hand corner. It's really solid.
Hi, Yuri from. I actually haven't played the Ashen Wolves route yet because I don't have time or money, but I really like Yuri.
That's fair. You know, like I played it all the way to the last chapter in which I said, and then I stopped. But it's not the game itself. Like the DLC is fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. I just burn out really quickly to the point where like I finish like 95% of games and then I don't ever finish the last 5%. Just kind of like, but honestly, Yuri's character is pretty good. I liked it. I liked all the DLC. I know some people had like ifs and buts about it. I liked it.
I feel like I just ruined this.
How would you ruin it? I don't think you can ruin it.
Like that.
Oh no. I gotta say, I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. I can't for a second, like I get the food and everything, but I don't know why I thought Edelgard was just like, you know, like the tiny Edelgard like sitting in like a high chair. You know, like imagine like tiny Edelgard sitting in a high chair. That's what it looks like. I love that thought too.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
What?
Wow.
What? Oh right, I'm sorry. That's against my character. I have to call it Stinky Doo-Doo. You're right. They're really solid. Like I'm just staring at these. I'm like, these are so good.
And I wonder what Setep Says would have said here. Have you guys heard the Setep Says where he just had requested a bunch of people doing tweets to him of various things to say, and he just went through all of them and was like, "My daughter is stuck in, or we're stuck in the McDonald's play place. Please help us. We have not eaten our food yet."
I love those much. I love those so much, really.
Yeah, they are so good. Like they're just like, for starters, I mean, we all know, we've all seen like the voice actor interaction with the game, and we'll see it. Well, I mean, you know, Christian Lamont's going to be joining us, and he's literally one of the voice actors. He's Ignuts, who I have to not call Big Nuts. But anyway, it's like, it's so nice to see, because it's honestly, I've been watching a lot of games. I've been seeing a lot of games. There's not that much interaction in a lot of different places, a lot of different like fandoms. And then in the Fire Emblem one, it's like all the voice actors want to be a part of the community, and all the community really accept the voice actors, and it's kind of cool.
It was super heartwarming when they first were announced, and like everyone was supporting everyone so much on Twitter and everywhere.
Yeah, it really was like, it's honestly just so cool. And like, one of the really cool things is also like, once you start, like, the voice actor like joins the community in a sense, like they start voicing a character that is popular or something like that, right? You learn what they also voice, and then you get even more appreciation from them, from like what else they do, you know? And it's really cool. Little bunny ear Rob in the background. I like that. It's tiny.
I guess people can recognize different art styles, because I see some callouts to Zin, even though they're listed as 24914.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the voice acting community in Fire Emblem as a whole has just been phenomenal. When 3 houses and all the voice actors were announced, it's just, I mean, you absolutely saw everyone blow up. Josija now is on streams all the time. He's got the hugest backing ever, and that all started, I think, because he was posted upside down on the game's official art. And you never would have thought that something so simple would have made a single person so popular. And then other people who do awesome games, like Allegra Clark, she does characters in Dragon Age, and it feels like a lot of them had, not to say gone unnoticed, but they were just not nearly as popular. And then with 3 houses, just everybody's blown up left and right, and they're showing up all over the place, Ask Me Anythings on websites like Reddit and other websites have just become so commonplace now. Conventions are hosting Chris Hackney and other teams of voice actors, and they're just memeing it up with each other. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely wonderful to be part of it.
And one of the best parts about it, like you just mentioned, right? We've worked with a lot of voice actors over the years. We've talked to a lot of people, and everyone's so nice. It's like they're down to earth, they're human. It even no matter how famous they get, they still like come back. It doesn't, no matter how many big roles they get, they come back. And it's really cool. Like honestly, that's with like everyone that we've worked with over the last it's almost been 3.5 years of doing this. It's just everyone's so nice. Who's hugging Rhea's hips?
Who wouldn't hug Rhea's hips?
Oh,
that's Catherine, isn't it? Isn't she like all about?
Oh, I can make it Catherine. I was gonna make it female Violet, but.
No, I thought in one of the endings, like her and Catherine, I don't want to say elope together, but don't they just run off together and like live in a quiet hut somewhere in the middle of the forest? Or am I thinking of a different ending or a different character pair up?
I don't know, man.
Catherine and who?
I think.
Catherine and Rhea. I thought they just ran off and retired somewhere. Rhea was like, "I'm done. I'm quitting being the Pope." And Catherine's like, "I'm gonna move out there with you and protect you." So I guess she just moved out there to be like Rhea's personal lumberjack, and I don't know, keep fires going because I'm not really sure what Rhea is capable of. I don't know, what can Rhea do? I mean, she either turns into a gigantic dragon and like blows up everything in the vicinity, or she's the Pope.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry.
Spoiler!
Well, I mean, look!
I can't believe it. You spoiled Stinky Doo Doo playthrough.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying, look how angry she is. I mean, sometimes I feel like turning into a. My kids say I turn into a dragon when I yell. I don't yell that often though.
I gotta say, the last time I got like angry. I'm trying to think of it. I think it was something really like silly. It was like 2 kids or something that were just like this was like when I was like a little kid, right? Like 5 or 6, and like 2 kids were like making fun of me or something, and I was just like, "Hey, you little knucklehead, stop making fun of me!" And that's like the last time I remember ever getting angry.
Oh, hashtag get off my lawn? Is that what's going on here? Are your gray hairs finally starting to show?
My gray hair started showing when we first started planning this, but that's besides the point.
What 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
Yeah, that's when they started growing in, and then I realized, I'm never gonna get rid of them, but I accept them,
Is there a way to rotate the canvas?
I think from your settings you have to change the shortcuts, but I'm not sure what the default is.
Shortcut. Okay. Rotate.
What is it by default? If you know.
It's shift plus period? Or is that a comma? No, it's period and comma. Okay, let me try it. Oh, okay.
Working?
That works. Yeah.
Good.
So, for those of you in the stream who are watching and hopefully enjoying this meme session that's currently going on, this really good meme session that's currently going on, I gotta say. Want to just remind everyone that if you type in ! prizes, you can see a list of prizes that you can possibly win by donating to the cause, some of which include signed cards featuring all your favorite characters. We have a 3 houses bundle, considering this is like all 3 houses are right in front of us, minus Funny Years Robin that's really cute in the background. You can see some 3 houses bundles of signed cards that you can win. $10 gets you 1 entry, $25 gets you 3 entries, $50 gets you 6, and every 25 after gets you another one. So you can rack up entries like crazy and win the cards in which you want. And like I said, all the money goes to a great cause. It goes to Extra Life, which helps raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which help raise money to try to promote or science or research into curing cancer and other things that can be found within kids. It's a really good cause. I mean, we've been playing it for 3.5 years. So if it wasn't good the first time, we wouldn't be doing it the rest, right? So we're happy that you're here. If you can't donate, don't worry. Just sit back and relax and watch the stream. But if you can, you can win some cool prizes.
Is that a tiny wrist in the corner there, I see?
It's a very cute tiny wrist.
Somehow I hadn't noticed, even though he's right next to my piece that I'm zoomed in on.
I will say we have, just because I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have a $50 donation from Tendril Prince. No comment, but thank you so much for that $50 donation. We're currently sitting at, for the total of tonight, $1,075, which is a really, really good amount of money raised tonight. Our total right now is $9,299. And our goal is 15K. I think we can definitely hit 15K. I don't know if it's tonight, if it's tomorrow, but I think we could definitely do it. And all little donations, big, small, whatever, do count. So make sure to get your donations in if you want to win some cool prizes. And thank you so much for being here. I'm getting like, you know, I'm looking at this Bernadetta, right? And sorry, this Bernadetta looks amazing, but I'm also getting like weird, hey kid, like you want some like weed? You want to come over here? So, like, I'm getting that kind of vibe.
No!
You know?
I love that meme so much.
It's really good. It's honestly a solid meme. But like, I'm just like getting these vibes of like, this is what Bernadetta would do if Bernadetta would like grow up in like a rougher neighborhood, you know, kind of like, just still didn't want to leave her room but needed to make some money, you know?
No, I was just thinking like when she's like, yeah, I will definitely go out of my room, and she tries to not go and make excuses with this face from now on.
Someone in chat wrote, hey kid, want some pitcher plants? That's really good. But also over on the left side, I love Catherine's eyes. Catherine's
the hearts,
eyes are just,
the giant hearts.
Oh, Catherine's eyes are just like perfect in that scenario. I also I like it how Edelgard. I like it how Edelgard has like fully become Edelgard. Like, it used to be like cute little Edelgard. Now it's like, love that. Also love Death Knight. Yeah, drawn behind Riss. Poor Riss didn't see it coming. Death Knight just snuck up behind him. It was over in a flash.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah, nothing. Can't trust anyone, not even yourself. Riss is Death Knight. And Dagon's just still drawing like this beautiful, like, thinking Yuri. Just like in the corner, just thinking. What is next? What is life? Is this a butterfly? I don't know.
Never thought in my life.
So I guess I'll have to ask then, since there aren't any voice actors in here at the moment, who do you all have a particular affinity towards when you have a choice to marry a character in Fire Emblem Three Houses? Who is your first husbando or waifu?
Mercedes.
Ooh.
Dimitri.
Okay.
My
No,
first
what's
one
your
was
first?
Dorothea.
I was gonna pick Felix, but I heard that he had a support with Sylvain, so I let him have that instead.
Good. That's the right
I
answer.
also got that one. My first ever realm, which was Blue Lions, basically everyone was gay in it, pretty much. Not on purpose,
Nice.
but I got like all gay endings.
It just
So,
kind of happens. You don't even have to try.
Exactly. I accidentally ended up with Dimitri and Dudu because Setef stole Flame from Dimitri. And I think everyone was better off for it.
I gotta say, I didn't even mean to, but I jumped into everything. I was like, yes, Edelgard, alright, I'm gonna marry her, and I'm gonna be a Black Eagle forever. And then I accidentally hooked her and Dorothy up, and I was like, oh, no, okay, fine.
I mean,
Good.
that's beautiful.
Well, yeah, it was, and I was really happy at the ending. You know, everything was described so nicely, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not upset about this. And then I saw you can marry a character that has question marks, and I was like, I wonder who that's gonna be. And I found out, and I was like, no, abort, abort.
That's the bad choice.
My family is there, and I remember my son being like, Dad, Dad, are you sure you did this on purpose or by accident? I'm like, no, I didn't mean to. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I just had to know.
FBI. Open
That
up.
that was my second playthrough. I picked the question marks because in my first playthrough I didn't have the option. Then I found out in the second like how to do it. My first one was Gilbert. Yeah, that was a good choice. Gilbert,
Oh, boy.
solid choice of I will protect you, and this is platonic to the very maximum. And I was like, okay, well this is kind of something. I guess all right.
Well, speaking of I will protect you, we have someone in the donation pool who's interested in protecting the future from cancer. We have a $100 donation from Tony Dan. I'm glad to finally have the
Tony!
chance to donate to an Extra Life event. Thank you to all the wonderful artists bringing us some truly beautiful work tonight. For everyone coming
Tony
together
is
for this
one of
great
my
cause.
friends. He's one of the best people in the world.
Aw.
So shout out to him. He's absolutely lovely.
Well, his wish to us is that let's all reach that goal and defeat the enemy! Cancer.
Oh god.
My ears.
Oh my god. It's actually been a while since I heard that.
Honestly,
She's
like,
not meta anymore.
Well, I don't really play the game anymore.
Oh, that's that too.
That's the right answer. But that's besides the point. As someone who's played like from day one, I pulled like 7 of her because the game hates me. I could say that in also being stuck in tier 20 AR because I'm bad and refuse to use anything but Blade Tome with 3 dancers for my arena offense.
It's valid.
She's still good. She murders my Blade Tome flyers really easily all the time. But otherwise, you know, one of the things about FEH has really been cool. Which I'm one of those people that are like a little, I guess the word salty, that kind of FEH was, you know, they decided to go and push more towards that instead of putting like money towards that in Cypher. You know, as we all know, Cypher sadly is shutting down in what, 2022, 2021?
Guys, hold on for one moment.
Stream.
Welcome in one of our special guests, Christian Lamont.
Hello.
Hello, Christian.
Hello.
And while Christian is getting himself ready, we just received another donation, $30 from Guys Mister. Or Gals Mister is I can't tell if that's an I or an L. I think it's Guys Mister. $30 for 30
Alright.
years. Thank you very much for that.
Hello, everyone, possibly. Because
Hello.
now my audio doesn't want to work, which is fantastic.
Oh no, we hear you now.
Earlier, where everything totally did work.
Do you hear us?
We're going to sort some stuff out and figure it
Nope,
out. We're going
he
to make this
doesn't
work.
hear us, does he?
We're going to make this happen as a team.
I don't think he hears us. Part of me is like, do we tell him? And another part of me is like, I kind of want to see where this goes.
Well, I just informed him to let him know that we are able to hear him, so
Oh,
I did.
well,
I did.
good. Delightful. Well, hi then, everybody. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Hi there.
Doing
Are
good.
you able to
Can
hear
you
us?
hear
I guess
us?
we should make sure.
I can hear you, not through the ideal speaker output, but I will live with it. We will make it work.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Just enough. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more thing just to see if that will handle.
Sure thing.
I believe in you. Don't believe in you enough to make it work, apparently. That's alright. That's life.
I don't know if you've seen our current beautiful drawings that have been going on. Just gorgeous things really on the screen right now.
There's a lot happening. There's a lot going on for sure.
There's really a lot going on, and all of it's fantastic in its own rights. You know, like all of it is just absolutely gold.
It's accurate. Certainly, a lot of it is accurate. Is definitely a way I would describe it.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I can see everything. There's Edelgard is in her own way, a tiny cat in front of a bunch of food. Oh, glorious.
Yes, we are a little ahead of schedule. We had 2 speedruns that went fantastic, and we decided that for practice we would just do a few doodles. So obviously, as you can see, people are expressing their true feelings for some people. You see the Flame Emperor sneaking in. I didn't even notice that till just now. How long's that been there?
It's fantastically done, though. Like, these tiny little details on those are very, very well done.
It really is. I'm amazed that all this was done in like 15-20 minutes, whereas previously I took just 20 minutes trying to make a paintbrush work, and it was just like, no, not today. You're not getting this paintbrush.
Well, sirs, we are absolutely 100% thrilled to have you here. I think we said that probably 4 times at this point, but we are still absolutely 100% thrilled to have you here.
I'm very glad to be here.
So, I don't know if we want to...
Hey guys, I do have to make one more announcement, I'm sorry. We do have another guest, and it's the other guest that we were interested in having on board. Welcome Deva Marie, voice of Flame, to the chat as well.
Hello, Deva!
Hi, how are you?
We're wonderful. I don't know if you can see the stream as of what everyone's doing right now, but
I'm watching it.
There's some high quality artwork going on right now.
I love it. I love it. Oh my god, those bunny ears.
Yeah, the bunny ears are really good. Like, I was like commenting on that before. I was like, the bunny ears are just like solid bunny ears. But then again, all this work is solid. You know, everything. I don't see a non-solid piece of things in this right now. Put it that way.
That's because I haven't started yet.
Trying to turn Ray into a JoJo, but I don't know if it's working.
Wow.
I was wondering what was going on over there.
I like the little flame in the background with the fish.
Oh, it's in her mouth.
Aw, I just noticed that. I had it tiny, I couldn't tell before.
Little cat flame.
We just received a donation too. I hate to interrupt, but we have a donation from Helly.
What?
It says, Helly, are you drawing Nathan? Is that Nathan with a spear? Jesus Christ, Helly, stop that.
Oh my god. My friends really want to ruin this for me, it seems. Sorry for my I'm so sorry.
Trust me, we've gotten some great donations. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good donation, I think. I have no idea what it means.
It wasn't all caps. I'm sorry I didn't shout it, but I didn't want to blow out any eardrums.
But yes, I don't know if we want to move to a different layer soon and get started on our collab piece that I think we were going to draw, or we could just stay with memes. Memes are pretty good.
This is it now. This is what we've all decided.
Yeah, we can leave. I'll leave that decision up to the artists.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, my cat is stuck behind my television. Let me go fix that.
How'd your cat get stuck behind the television?
Apparently they were trying to chase a bug, and they jumped behind the TV, and they can't. Hold on.
Why do your cats do that?
Because
it's always your cats. Yeah, but it's always yours. Like, I have friends with cats. Their cats are fine. Your cats are like...
They're lovable scamps. What more do you want?
I mean, yes. Your
The
cats
menacing.
are lovable scamps. But, like, the thing is, they're just kind of like... They also get themselves stuck. They go in weird spots, like, all the time. Like, you're telling me constantly how it's like, yeah, I found one in, like, this box of things I hadn't opened in 3 years. Like, why was the cat in that?
Well, I emptied out a bunch of cardboard boxes with a bunch of old photos and stuff, and I was going through them to hang them up on my wall, and therefore both of my cats had to jump in each and every box and decide which one was the perfect one to fit in. If it fits, they sits. Isn't that the logic?
That is the logic behind cats. That's true.
I was once taking care of my friend's cats, and I like cats, you know, cats they're cool, but I'm more of a dog person. So, and also his cats don't like me. So, they have, and I was younger at the time, right? So I go over their house, feed their cats, and I find this like wooden sword you get from like one of those you know those like arenas and stuff where people are jousting and you get like mud and stuff you send the crowd, right? Medieval times kind of like thing. So I was sitting in one of those, and it's a wooden sword, like a souvenir from one of those. And my genius brain decides it's a good idea to point the thing at the cat, right? So I'm just kind of like pointing this wooden sword at the cat. And the cat looks at me, and it's just like smiles. It's not, the cat doesn't attack me, the cat doesn't do anything. It smiles because it knows that if I made one move towards it, I would be dead. So I take a picture of that. I send it to my friend. My friend says, "You're stupid." And then that was it. That was the end of the story.
Glorious.
We accidentally have ended up in quarantine with a cat, which is a much
Accidentally?
nicer story.
Accidentally?
Well, we were borrowing, so we're students in a student house where you're not allowed pets, but we did get permission to cat sit for a week.
Oh.
And then quarantine happened within that week. So now it's been a month and we still have the cat.
That's so good though.
Oh, it's great. It makes being shut inside for a month much nicer.
I absolutely feel that. I only have my various statues and plushes of animals. And we're getting crazier here. The longer we go in quarantine, the more it's going to be. We're going to start talking to them. They're going to start showing up in sessions on Zoom. Just like, Christian won't be acting today, but Capybara-chan will. It's going to get real weird real fast.
I'm so happy that like where I work, we don't need to use Zoom. We have like Microsoft Teams and stuff. And the great thing about Microsoft Teams is there's only room for like 4 cameras. So like if you have more meetings with more than 4 people, there's no face cam. And it's like, oh, thank God, I can wear like my pajamas and never see my face. Oh, it's so good.
This home structuring for everything is crazy. I do CrossFit, and we do that over Zoom, which is awesome. And for the school, I have 2 kids. One, my son is 18, my daughter is 10. Every single teacher has to have a different method of class teaching for every single class. So I've got one class where I gotta log into one site for my son. I have one class where we use Zoom, one class where we use Skype, one class where we use Microsoft for Business.
In 2020?
Yeah, I wonder why no one can just agree on one common standard. I keep thinking Discord would be perfect. All the students could log in, you'd have little avatars for everyone, but no one wants to use Discord. Everyone has to use Zoom where it kicks you out and back in. You gotta put your name in every time.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I mean, here's the thing, right? I feel like more people don't know about Discord, like educational institutes and like things like that. Where I'm not saying Discord's like the best place to have these kinds of like like classroom sessions or things like that, but it's a pretty good service, you know. And I feel like everyone's talking about Zoom and other services, but like Discord's solid. It works for that purpose. It's not like ideal, but it works for that purpose. So
I feel like people would be more open to Discord if it wasn't like, hey gamers, taking you to the gamer zone.
yeah, that's kind of the big issue about anything. It's just kind of like gamers.
Gamers rise up.
I'm just saying, I'd never heard of Zoom until literally it was the night quarantine started, and they were like, you probably shouldn't leave your houses. And someone was like, let's all have a Zoom hangout. And I'm like, where did this come from? And the next day it was like, everybody uses Zoom. Zoom is the only way to conduct these meetings. I'm like, did Zoom unleash like the Resident Evil style virus? Is this what's happening? Because
yeah, actually, I could tell you a little bit more about Zoom, just because the things I do involve a lot of like tech stuff, so I know the history of these things. Zoom is one of those things where it's like it was honestly used by a lot of like small-time charity organizations and people that just did not have like the funds to buy Skype plans or all the like get a subscription to like Microsoft Office, like all these kind of like really zero cash, everything we got is like essential money kind of businesses. And one of the reasons why Zoom is so popular is because A, you can fit 100 people into one Zoom call and somehow it works, and B, it doesn't cost much, so it works really well for like people's businesses and things like that might be stuck for cash.
That is a fair point. That makes sense.
Yeah. That being said, I'm so happy I never have to use it, but like I understand why people are using it.
And it is served well. There's always this voice about it's like, I just want to go into a studio. I just want to go back to a studio. Let me do things. And they're like, what if we did it all over Zoom and 19 other programs? And I'm like, but I want to be in a studio.
Please.
That's all right. One day.
Back.
Exactly.
I just noticed someone wrote, "I'm stinky," and I have no idea.
What?
I noticed it's behind Catherine's hair.
Wow, shade is being thrown on this family-friendly stream. That's totally.
Hey, just because my cat's name is Shady doesn't mean you get to throw shade on my cat. Yeah, Shady is the one that got stacked behind the TV. Not doing anything shady, I'm sure.
Incredible dexterity for having no thumbs. Like, it's very impressive.
Yeah. Its dexterity gross must be like 60% or something. Something really high.
Right, I'm gonna need some help with a little bit of pronunciation. We have a $50 donation from Lady Rhea. There are a ton of menacing symbols, and there's one single line in here. This must be the work of an enemy crest!
Let me just, I'm just gonna copy and paste this to the Twitch so everyone can see it. This is what it looked like. Yeah. That's what it looked like. It's a really solid donation message right there.
Of an enemy crest.
Nanny.
Oh, I think that deserves to be written in the picture because this needs to be immortalized.
Listen, I'll donate $20 if you're gonna take the time to put out every single one of those characters and just draw them in.
I still remember from like way back when they first announced Three Houses and all we had was the E3 trailer video. Within 10 minutes, because Nintendo fan artists are the fastest and best of fan artists, within 10 minutes there was someone who had drawn an Edelgard doing the thing from The Shining where she just axes straight through a door. Give me the crest, Dimitri. This is the best.
I have to admit, fan artists, like, you guys are so good at what you do. Like, I can't tell you enough about how much your content, like, it makes me laugh, it makes me smile, like, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
We have a ton of awesome quality in here. We got two awesome voice actors who voice some of the most iconic characters in their games. But they voice other stuff too, which is totally important, even though this is all about celebrating Fire Emblem. And we have all these amazing artists. And we have me, I'm a spreadsheet guy, I just like making spreadsheets. But
I put the paid in this.
You're great.
That's about it.
oh my god, and we
Everyone's
just
still here is important.
we just got another donation.
Oh no.
Okay,
I say oh no, but I'm sure it's good. I just say
this is one I recognize too because I meme on this with my daughter all the time. This was actually my first exposure of showing her that Lucina was in Super Smash Brothers. It is a $50 donation from It Is I, Crom, from the Fire Emblem, and the donation message is Lucuni, give me a hug. Come give your father a hug, Lasuna.
I went to say who's one of the people who helped us so much with the event, actually lives kind of close to me, so I went over to her house for her birthday, and she showed me that video, and I just remember, like, I didn't know, like, those the 30 seconds where I think my brain just, like, melted. I was just like, what did I just watch? It was really good, but what did I just watch? What is that? I will say that this this must be the work of an enemy crest. This all looks really good, but we are running out of space, and I don't necessarily, like, we might need to move soon.
Yeah, that's fine. We can pull up an additional crest No. We can pull up an additional
Pull up
canvas.
more crests. Yeah, let's pull up another
Pull
crest.
additional canvas in a few
Another
minutes. Yeah, I
crest.
suppose.
Rhea is pleased.
So okay, we gotta stop talking about like us. We gotta talk about you guys. So we have to ask. This is the question. Whole group, everyone can answer this, right? What is your favorite Fire Emblem meme?
Fire Emblem what?
Oh.
Meme?
Yeah.
Meme.
Come give your father a hug, Lasuna. It's pretty much up there. But if you ever watched that video, I think by Starbomb, I can't remember who exactly it is, but in that it's got Markiplier as the host who's doing an amazing family-friendly game, and there's all the characters in it, and it's got a really awesome catchy tune to it. And early on, there's a picture of Lucina eating a hamburger, and that little GIF has just absolutely blown up the internet, and I love it, and I would have used it as my own. I need someone to post the link to that little image in the chat, because I don't know where it is, but that's probably my favorite little meme, and it's not really even a meme, it's just something that kind of became a famous thing.
So
It is a quality song, though. That's fantastic. That song makes me smile all the time. Poor sad Luigi. He's just he's dealing with a tough life. My favorite meme that I've gotten, the favorite one I've ever encountered about any of my characters, is that super hardcore, like, Ignatz paints with the blood of his enemies. It's just like, sweet boy, I need this red!
Oh, that's so.
That makes me smile.
Oh, that's really good.
He's my boy.
I saw something yesterday where someone was, I guess, swapping heads and body sprays, and they put Ignatz's head on Raphael's body.
Oh yes, big nuts.
Big nuts.
Big nuts.
Wait, was that?
What?
That was photoshopped?
What?
It's like it's like hacked, kind of, I think, to the best of my knowledge.
Was that Feargast who had posted that?
It probably was gassed.
It might have been gassed, yeah.
Yeah, I think he posted it yesterday. I think someone else did it a couple months ago. I remember seeing it flying around, but I think he put it in his randomized Three Houses stream.
I legitimately thought that I just hadn't seen that mode of Ignatz. I thought that was just, beefy boy who had leveled up.
Diva, you haven't seen the time skip yet. You haven't seen what happens. He bulks up.
I've seen his time skip, but I didn't know if it was, like an alternate attire.
You know that
He
scene
really
in
had the
Captain
gem.
America where he Captain America goes in the machine, he comes out really buff? That's what happened to Ignatz. He just went in the machine, he comes out really buff.
What about you, Deva? What is your favorite meme?
Oh jeez. There's a lot. I really like one of the first ones that comes to me is Flame, let me see what you have. A knife! No! But I really like that one. I like the McDonald's play place.
We're stuck in the play place and we have not eaten our food yet.
Classic.
Please help.
I have something to ask of you. Please release us.
Yep.
Those are classic. I feel like I can't say the word classic. The game's not even a year old, and yet I feel like I'm saying it's like a millennia ago this was released.
We just got we got two donations in really quick. One of which might kind of be a meme. Three actually. One is from Tokyo Mirage Sessions, $25 to say I exist. We also have 25 from Janelle Lucia, no comment, and 15 from Dimitri Fire Emblem. Hi Helly, I love you.
Oh no. Oh man.
He acknowledges you.
Look at that.
I wish.
I will say my favorite meme. I mean, I always love Set It Says. Like I love Set It Says, but I follow this thing, and this is why I said eventually it's going to become not family friendly, because eventually I'm going to have to reference this. I follow this thing called r/shitpost emblem, and r/shitpost emblem has some of the weirdest stuff, things you don't want to see. But it also has this great meme of Linhardt kneeling down in just various different places, and it's so good. It's like it's just like I am not, like he's in the world of like Star Wars, where it's like I am the Senate, and he's just kind of like kneeling down like Count Dooku. You know, like Count Dooku's like on his knees, and Anakin's like right there with the lightsabers, and this fucking lit art, and I was dying.
I think my favorite meme is just Oliver as a character.
That is a good meme.
A thing of beauty.
He honestly, like, Oliver is probably the biggest meme character in all of Fire Emblem. I guess maybe who would be a bigger meme character than Oliver?
I don't think there is one.
No. I mean, they literally. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
They literally brought him back to another game just so he can meme again. Like, there's no reason for him to be in that game.
I mean, Dorcas, yeah, chat saying Dorcas was a pretty big meme. I mean, he won the first not Choose Your Legend. Was it the Far-Fetched Heroes or something? He was so far up in that popularity because someone poisoned his mutton. Just random Dorcas, everyone else, and then Dorcas, you know, all these lores and Dorcas, and I was happy to see it because he's a darn good unit in his game. I think I was always able to get him to do a lot, but it feels like he came out of nowhere. He's not some cute girl. He's not some lord that everybody knows. He's Dorcas.
Yes.
He's just a good guy, living his life, doing his best.
Basically, that's literally his
Do
like,
my best.
Oh no, we're back.
Oh my god, we have a do my best emote too. No, we just have a Nino.
It's just Nino face, yeah. I like Nino face. That's my go-to emote whenever I say something silly, which is like 24/7. Or Nino, huh? That's a good one too.
What have you guys ever taken a look at the SpongeBob Fire Emblem crossovers? Or Sponge Emblem? There's this one where it's Fire Emblem Face and Ryoma is Larry the Lobster and he's teaching Spongecorn how to take care of the people at the beach. And he says it's not a easy job, but you gotta do it. And my favorite part of that is when Larry jumps in to help a drowning, I can't remember who it is. It's the playoff of Rickon. And he pulls him out, and they do the critical animation quote, and he shouts, "Breathe, darn you!" And he starts punching him with a sword in his hand. And it's just, every time I see that, it just gets me crying, laughing. Yes, Hayato, thank you, chat, for that.
Yeah. I will, only because we've been having a lot of fun with the meme conversation. We probably should bring it back to something more serious. In which every time I say that, I go back to the memes. But anyway,
here, let's get something serious. We have a serious $20 donation from Sakura Dreamer, so I'd like to give this one a read. It says, "My mother lost her life to cancer years ago, and for many that have lost their lives to it, and those that keep fighting, for those that keep fighting now, let's kick cancer's ass." I don't know if I can say that on a stream. I guess I can at this point. Yes. Thank you for that, Sakura Dreamers.
I say yes.
The whole point of our event is to support families and those that are affected by this, so we really appreciate you sharing your story with us and being part of our event. And then on a slightly different note, we have a $15 donation from Liv, who also has a sad story, or at least a very emotional one. Helly.
Oh no.
I would climb through hell itself if it meant that I could spend the rest of my afterlife in your embrace.
What? What is going on even here? Oh my god. I mean, thank you.
Wait, 2 questions. Do you know that person?
No.
It was from Lift Fire Emblem, so
really
maybe.
It's a question. It's more of a comment, and like that's really sweet. But also, if you don't know them, then but like still.
I mean, I wish I knew Live Fire Emblem, then I would be very happy.
Also, Hallie, hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for everything you do and for your art, and I treasure it so much. And I know Mark does too, even though he's not here. I'll speak on behalf of both of us. We traded each other prints too, and we're like, and I've seen his, and they're framed side by side.
Oh my god, thank you so much for telling me all that.
You're so welcome, thank you.
It was so fun when you both contacted me at like the same time, and it was like, oh yes.
and for those who aren't quite aware, Hellion White did some fabulous fan art of both Ignatz and of Flame, and I just posted the links to the art from Hellion's Twitter, so that way you can take a look at the quality artwork, and that's something that's
so
definitely
good.
appreciated by both of them. I know that. So it's extremely wonderful that they're both able to join and be part of this with Hellion, who has done so much for them, and it's great to see everyone. It's like it's all coming full circle. They've done work for each other, but now they get to be friends, and they get to make fun of things together, and make fun of my cat together, and
I will say one of the my favorite moments of our 2018 stream was when your daughter got on the mic for a little bit and talked to Rena Strober.
Oh my gosh, my daughter loves her. She still talks about that. She's like, I help charity because I help make people happy.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, that was such a cute moment. I
It was
remember
great.
sitting there like, wow, and then like 5 minutes later, she was singing about like shitting on the toilet, and it was a stark change, but it was really good.
Yeah, it's classic with my daughter. For what it's worth, not our last year, but last event, it was in 2018. We had Rena Strober, who is not only a voice actress of Azura, but is also an actress who does a lot of support for the blind community, and that's also on Disney. She was on one of my daughter's favorite Disney Channel shows for a while, and my daughter, I showed her pictures, and she's like, oh my gosh, I know her. Is she there? Oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah, that's her. She's on stream right now. She's like, oh my gosh, I want to say hi to her so badly.
Oh,
That's so wholesome.
I will say the most wholesome thing is what I'm seeing right now on my screen. Claus is going to shoot me. Narshin is stinky, but also smiling as if he is smugly saying, yes, I am stinky. Hello.
No, he's just stinky now.
Yeah, he's just stinky. Felix is just angry. Felix is looking at me and he's just like, really? This is it? Really? Really?
You woke me up for this.
Yeah, I'm here for this.
We just going off a little bit of a tangent here, going off of the 2018 chat that we were just having. We have a $50 donation from Luca_Kov, who has been quite active in our chat all day long, which has been fabulous. Nice to see this event again. I was here in 2018, but did not have a Twitch account I was able to donate through. I was not able to be here in 2019, and we didn't actually have a 2019 one, which is why we're doing this one. So we look forward to next year. Thank you for that, Luca.
Yeah, and you go back on the topic, scrolling to the right side, we have this new Dorothea picture, which is very cute, very nice Dorothea. We have the 3 little cat bunny trio just sitting on top of the chair, smiling, being all cute. We have Marth. He's there. He's just staring. I guess he's Marth. Question mark?
Everyone here is Marth.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have the person that's going to climb out of hell to go meet Helly. He's standing with sunglasses. He's looking all cool. Probably shooting some b-ball outside the school. We have an amazing flame drawing, like just gorgeous looking flame drawing with an Arden.
Goodness.
Arden being drawn on top, which you can just you just know it's Arden. You just know it's it. You can tell, which is really good. We have drug dealer Bernadetta in the background.
Carnivorous plants specifically. Jesus.
Oh.
Also, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's fantastic.
Oh, that's really good.
That's really good.
Whoa. Sometimes I wish, how do I get a brain like that? How do I get something that, I come up with, a dumb pun, and then someone comes up with a masterpiece, and I'm just sitting here, just in awe, like a gasp.
Alright, so I do have a question, I suppose, for Deva, and
Hi.
for Christian. You both, obviously, voice characters in Fire Emblem. I was gonna say you both voice Ignatz, but that's gonna be a strange thing. Gosh, I've been doing this for too long today. How are you contacted to do this? Was it just like, hey, you guys want to do Fire Emblem Heroes? Or voices, I guess? Or was it like you guys already kind of had contracts or something in the middle? Was it like a super exclusive way ahead of the game thing? Or was it like, oh, hey, no, we need voices now tomorrow or something? I mean, like, was all that stuff pretty cool? I don't know what that process was like for you guys.
Well, for me in particular, the studio that we do Fire Emblem at is one that I'm very close with. They were actually the first studio I ever did like voice work for and stuff like that. And there wasn't really, it wasn't a crazy rush or anything, which was really surprising because a lot of games, especially by the time you hit like the dubbing, voice recording, and stuff like that, like they need it done and they want it done, and you know it's you got to get to work on it. But the thing that I so appreciate, not only from Cup of Tea, the studio where we did Fire Emblem, but also from Nintendo and Treehouse and all of that, is that I think they knew how special the game they had on their hands was, and they were like, let's do everything in our power, let's take our time, let's audition a ton of people, let's try different things, let's try different reads and different feelings and stuff like that. So really, we were in record for like almost 8 months, I think, on that game. I auditioned at least at the beginning of, July of the year before it came out, so I guess that would be 2018. And then we found out about a month later. I think I was actually the very, very first session for Three Houses, because the person who was supposed to come in called out and canceled at the last moment. So I guess that was, in a way, I did get that desperate last minute, like 8 a.m. Hey, can you come in 2 hours? And I'm like, what? Yeah, sure. Who am I playing? And they're like, Ignat's the art one. I'm like, okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'll be there. And then we just, figured it out. So the actual process of like putting everyone into their characters definitely was well thought out and well pondered, and there was a lot of thought both from the people who were going to be directing and working on it, and from Nintendo and Treehouse, that I really, really do appreciate. I mean, they knew they had something great, and they put all the work they possibly could into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I mean, I'll fan as a Fire Emblem fan. When I was like 7. I mean, I've been a Fire Emblem fan for like ever and a half, right? Even I was like they announced the game there's going to be a game on the Switch in 2016. Then there was nothing, like just nothing for like 2 years. They just like absolute radio silence. So on one hand, everyone in the community was like, Nintendo, hello, hi, we're still here. We're with Animal Crossing, but we're not Animal Crossing. Please tell us something, please. Right? On the other hand, though, there was this like underlying feeling of the reason why we have heard nothing on it is because when we do hear something on it, it's going to be amazing. Like they spent time to do this right, And there was always the big rumor that it was just going to be a remake. It was just going to be a remake of an older game that for the Switch, and they were just bugging and testing it and making sure it was running well. But when we saw there was this whole new experience, everyone almost fell instantly in love with it. And as more information came out, as more things started getting released, people started falling in love with it more and more. I mean, the game won like Best Strategy Game at the Game Awards for 2019.
Yeah.
It won like Best Voice Direction, which kudos to you guys, because that's you guys are part of the reason why it won Best Voice Direction. Well,
Patrick, really, he did.
Yeah.
He did so much work on that. He did
Agreed.
good work on that.
Yeah. But so, like, you guys are a part of that, Like, it honestly, the product that was made is just so fantastic. I felt like I was playing Fire Emblem for the first time again, which was such a weird feeling, because I was playing for so long, and then it's like I found a new friend in the same old familiar face.
That really means a lot to hear. I mean, certainly, I'm sure, speaking at least in part for all of them, like the amount of work that everybody on all sides of this really put into the project. It's so good to hear people really do love it that much and feel that strongly about it. I mean, certainly I know when we were working on it, we got that little sense while we were doing stuff, while we were in certain supports, while we were experiencing certain scenes, that like, it's something that you mentioned earlier. You talk about it kind of like it's a classic, and it's very new still. I mean, it's not even a year old yet, but it is, in some way, it's already achieved that like classic status. It is that. It sounds very pretentious to say because I'm a part of it and involved in it, but like it is really that good.
Yeah.
We got a couple of So I was gonna read a couple of donations that we just got, and then feel free to carry on. We got a $50 donation from Safi. I love you all. Thank you for doing this. We have a.
Oh, Safi is so nice.
She is
Aw.
wonderful.
We have a $25 from Gardenia Ricilia. I just want to take a second to thank everyone on the stream for doing everything you do to make this possible, and thank all of the voice actors for making Fire Emblem games possible. Fire Emblem has been my art inspiration and has pulled me through some rough parts of my life, and for that I am incredibly thankful. Also, best meme is the fish! And we also have a $10 donation from Magic Crud, requesting that Seliph be drawn. We'll be probably getting to that momentarily, actually. I've been in love with him for a whole dang decade. Thanks, Christian, for making my crush so much worse.
Aww.
Yes, Seliph will be coming shortly.
But I don't want to. We'll definitely get back into more like Three Houses is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Conversation. I do want to say though that I think we should move on to our next picture, mostly because at this point we're drawing incredibly detailed stuff in very little space.
Yeah.
So, like let's move on to a different spot so we have more space, because I feel like things are getting really like some of the stuff here is fantastic.
You guys, give me just a moment to save this. If
Moth needs no underpants. He is the hero king.
This one needs to be immortalized.
It really does need to be immortalized.
And
fantastic.
There we go. Marth in his underpants. Edelgard cat. I love Flane. Everyone's Marth.
I like confused Byleth cat in the background. That's also
Enemy crest is pretty hard to ignore though.
Yeah, that one's just like ooh, fantastic.
Alright, I'm gonna try. Hopefully I don't disconnect everyone from this. I'm gonna switch everything over to the different I guess panel.
While you do that, I will ask my my next question, which is what do you guys think that this game's almost been out for there's 3 months left for a year, I think. I think this date, didn't it come out on like July 19th or something? July 19th.
26.
26. Okay. Like it's been almost a year of being a part of the community, right? This is almost a year of kind of seeing how, not that how we function, but how much we like adore you guys. What has been like the most heartfelt moment for you? The moment when you realized, wow, this is a group of people that, I had never even kind of like seen before, but here they are, and it's so great to see them, to be with them.
That's a good one, man. I don't know, Diva, do you have a story?
So I'm trying to just condense this down. So a moment in which we kind of just realized the magnitude of what of this community, or a moment that specifically touched us, or
just a moment that I guess touched is the better word. Mm-hmm. Because the community is it's had its highs and its lows, but when the game came out, it just everything became really bigger and just we all grew. So I guess the moment that touched you guys, that involved the community. Also, you guys can take your time. I can give an answer while you guys think of one.
I have a couple floating around, but I'd love to hear yours too.
Okay, so mine is, for starters, mine are these streams. This is the third year that we've done this. We did one in 2017. We did one in 2018, which Christian, you were a part of. We had Kirby with guns in the chat.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
There was a lot of Kirbys with guns. And we're doing this now this year. And there's so much support. If you had asked me 5 years ago, back in 2015, where I wasn't barely a part of this community at all, I didn't really know all that much about the communities of the people at all. And you had asked me that this is what it would be, I'd probably be like, the word's not confused, but more like, really? I don't feel like, how? And yet here I am standing here and looking at this one fantastic community. Looking at these fantastic people in chat that are saying, whoa, look at the art, the drawing of the art that's in front of us now. Looking at the donations that come in, reading the donations and seeing all these people here, it's so powerful. And so that's definitely a moment in which it's touched me. Yeah, just like every single time we get a donation, I just feel like a new happiness.
We just got another donation, by the way, if you don't mind. I'm going to read it really quick. It's a $10
Oh,
donation
new
from
happiness.
Star Rod Piplup. Hello, you guys rock! Thank you for bringing all these cool characters to life from these games, especially ones I can relate to, such as Flame, actually. As for a request, maybe Sigurd and Deirdre? Still hoping for alts on them and heroes.
Oh.
Well,
One day.
well, we'll see if we can squeeze them in here, maybe. Thank you,
Okay.
Stardust. Or Starrod.
Does my dad have an alt?
Does he have an alt? I don't
feel
think
like he
so.
has one.
I don't think they have alts yet. We haven't had genealogy alts yet. I don't.
If-
My family has been so flouted. No, I honestly just the love for them is so rad. It makes me so happy.
It's a fiery rage that fills me when I think
It's
about
a
your
fiery
family.
rage of love. No, together we will all believe, and then one day we will get all.
Like I say, there's a couple of things in the Fire Emblem area that just made me realize how amazing it is to be part of this community. If not everyone here knows, I work for a Fire Emblem fan site called Serenes Forest, which is just a big resource. We have a relatively
Thank you
small
for that,
staff
by the way.
there. Oh, you're welcome. It's a
Did you
huge fun. I
constantly
do.
Tell me how to tea party people. I need it.
Yeah, that's our job, is to host all the news and everything, and try and host the facts to make it easy for you to find. And it's being part of that and just being involved with the forums and helping out so many people with little things. I remember back when Fire Emblem Heroes came out, and maybe 3 or 4 months in, or whenever they started building Inheritance, I was working on getting some forums or some posts built in that would allow people to be like, oh, hey, let's discuss a unit for a day, and I'd suggest a bunch of builds. And it really hit me just how much it mattered when I realized that I couldn't keep up with the wikis and the game presses and all those other sites. So I was like, all right, well, this is going to be my last one. I only ever did like 6 of them. And so I was like, oh my gosh, wait, no, you have to keep doing this. And it made me realize, wait a minute, people want me to keep doing things even though I'm not like the best at them or anything. And it was the sweetest moment for me. And then another one that really hit me was in I guess it was the most recent Game Awards, where they're talking about Game of the Year and Strategy Game of the Year and everything. And it was like Fire Emblem wasn't included in most of the categories, and I was shocked because I thought it absolutely would be. And then there was the the viewer's choice or whatever, and everyone's talking and posting on Twitter about, I voted for Fire Emblem for this and that. And then they announced that Fire Emblem won, and they kind of just do it like, oh yeah, by the way, it's like not getting a big exciting category or something. They just kind of announce it in passing. And I'm like, man, this is, the huge, great big game awards that have all these big, super duper big backers. They got all these big games and things that they're trying to advertise. And yet here's little old Fire Emblem. It started off as a tiny little franchise. It was almost dead when Fire Emblem Awakening came out, and look at it now. As people want it to be as amazing as it is, and people want it to be even more, and it really is. It shows when you have hundreds and thousands of fans out there just saying, hey, the voices, the characters, the art, everything, we want to be a part of it, we like it. And that was just one little moment that just hit me and made me proud to be part of the fan base.
Well, I think that was the thing, especially with that. Like, it's rad to win those awards, like Strategy Game of the Year and stuff like that. But like, really, it's the fan award that I think means the most.
Yeah, because
Just
the others,
because that
you
wasn't
have
like
critics
the
and
panel, that's
judges and
everyone,
people saying something, but the fan is so many people. There's thousands, millions of people making those votes and speaking that. So you have the people across the country, probably across other countries, chiming in for that one too.
They have understanding of how great Fire Emblem truly is.
Sounded like a Petra statement.
I have
What?
great understanding.
They have understanding, and those who do not love Fire Emblem will be slapped down. It circles around. It's all good.
And not to plug other people or anything and to say, hey, go watch them instead of us, but there are Faye Mata, the voice of Petra, has been doing charity streams where she's been playing Smash Brothers and doing some other stuff with other voice actors like Joe Brogan, who is Sylvain, and several others. And she's been doing that for days during this whole COVID situation. It's been phenomenal to see people like Joe Zija and Faye doing streams like crazy, just supporting everyone. And it shows how big the community is when people who weren't doing a ton of stuff with the community are now blowing up on Twitter, and we've got fans begging us to do things. So here we are. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing that, and it's so much fun. And I love having people talk to me. Brogy, thank you, Magic Crud, by the way. But just look,
The Brogues.
the Brogues.
Brogues are
My daughter's first gaming or gamer crush was Sylvain.
Very valid, yes.
I was telling the others, she respects Ferdinand von Ayer almost like it's a religion to acknowledge him, but her first gamer crush was definitely Sylvain. So that was...
Allie, we have another guest here.
Oh, we do have another guest. Yeah, it appears as though we have a little bit of an early appearance from the Morgan Berry.
Oh, am I early? Whoops.
Hey.
Oh no, you're not early. You are on time because being early is on time, and being late is being early. I don't know, something to do with fashion. So yes, welcome Morgan Berry. She is the voice actress for Altina, if anyone in the Twitch chat is unfamiliar.
Hi. Sorry, I'm early.
It's all good. You can enjoy us talking about our favorite community moments while looking at fantastic art that's no longer meme. It's not meme anymore.
Are you sure?
Sylvain is glowing in the center. There's a little meme going on.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the moment where like I'm looking at this final piece and it's like gorgeous, it's beautiful, and then there's like a Gotham somewhere. You know, like one of those tiny little like memes, one of those jokes just somewhere, and I'm like, oh, what? You know.
I'm happy to be here, guys.
We're happy to have you.
We're super happy to have you. I don't remember if you saw the picture. I posted it, but I have been so busy I haven't really had a chance to focus on chat. In 2018, from our previous event, we had artist CR, who's on here, draw a picture of Quan and Ethlyn and a little baby Altina, and it was like you were part of the event all along. You were part of the family all along. But I promise, if I was saying things, I just cannot remember because I've been so glued to the technology side of everything today. So I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good.
I will say we will go on to our next question. Ellie, do you have the next question? Because my brain is trying to formulate a question.
Do I have the next question? Questions are fabulous. One particular question I actually have now that everybody is here, or just many people are here. So you've done work outside of Fire Emblem Heroes, and I hate to ask you to pick a favorite, but is there any character that you've ever done a voice for that you feel just resonated with you so much more than others, that you're like, man, I was really proud to do this, or really proud to be this person?
Specifically outside of Fire Emblem?
Yeah, outside of Fire Emblem. I mean, this is a Fire Emblem celebration, but there's more to it. I want to get to know you all. I want to know what makes you tick, and I know Fire Emblem isn't everything.
Well, I mean, I have liked the series since I was like, I'm like you. I think I was like 7 or 8 when I first picked up Blazing Blade. When it wasn't even called Blazing Blade, they were just like Fire Emblem.
It was just Fire Emblem.
Maybe someone will like this.
I mean,
and it was pretty rad. It was all good.
For me personally, I loved being able to work on Love Live Sunshine, and it's an anime about a girl band, and I don't know, I really related to my character that I voiced, Yohane, in that show, just because she's a Chunibyo character. She's yeah, I don't know, that one was a lot of fun, and I recommend that show for those of you who watch anime. I really enjoyed working on that one. Yeah.
I love you, Yohane.
Me too.
Me too.
I think one person that couldn't be here with us today, but her name is Say. She's like addicted to Love Live. If memory serves me correctly, she loves that. Love Live, Love Live. I can't.
Oh, sorry, hold on. My apologies. No, I totally thought you were just like.
The funny joke is that I owe the stream like $30 because every time I mess up something grammatically, I owe $1, and at this point, it's been like 30 times.
For every mispronunciation, you owe $5. So yeah, we've got your retirement already. $500. I'm sorry. No, that's what you're at by now. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say.
Oh man, I gotta move back in with my parents. Oh.
No, my apologies. I 100%. I was just like, love live, huh? I did not realize that you were like, that's what it's called, right? Love live. It's the thing. The girls and they're happy and they're friends. Oh, Love Live is so great.
Yeah, I love them. All the girls. I love all of them. But Yohane is my favorite, and she was actually my favorite before I even got cast as her. So that was cool.
Oh, so you were well aware of it before you got to be part of it then. That's so cool.
Yes. And that also goes for My Hero Academia. I was a fan of the show before I got cast in it, so that's always nice.
Oh gosh.
That's honestly really cool. We were actually we were talking with Greg, right? And Greg was saying that
Greg Chun!
Oh,
yeah,
Greg
yeah,
Chun.
he's been our longest supporter. And back in our very first event, we only had one voice actor be part of us and our show, and it was Greg Chun. And he's been a long-time supporter with our event for years now. It's always wonderful to have him aboard, and he loves to share details of his stories and his involvement, not just as a voice actor, but for the production work that he does and helping get this and that orchestrated, like the jump song from Mario Odyssey. And, I can't remember what it's called, the light song, Into the Light or something from Super Smash Brothers, and just so many other things. Limelight, yeah. Lifelight.
Lifelight.
Did I say yeah.
Limelight.
Yeah.
Are you joining me in the $1 per grammatical mistake club?
Limelight was Rush, but it's equally good.
Limelight was Rush, which is fabulous, and then Rush is my jam, so I appreciate you. Thank you. That was a pick-me-up I didn't realize I needed today. Hot dog.
Oh, yeah. Love me some Rush.
What about you, David, though? You're remaining mysteriously quiet back there.
Oh, sorry, I keep meaning to jump in, but then someone else will, so I'm sitting and listening.
Nah, I'm putting you on the spotlight now. Well, do you have a character outside of the Fire Emblem series that's just been like, man, this connects with me. I'm proud of it.
I take pride in all of my characters. It's hard to choose a favorite. Flane had the most meat on her because she was in the game for the entirety of it, and not just like a small snippet. But one character I've really fallen in love with, and a lot of my love for her is based on how much joy she brought other people, was Mira in World of Warcraft, who is just this tiny offshoot character who sings a song to her alpacas. But the way it came about was what stuck with me. And it was the creator of Mira, like Mira's mom, essentially. She had written another character that I voiced, and we'd had some interactions, and she knew that I sang to my cat sometimes, and she said, and I learned when I was in the booth, oh, well, I just be yourself, like, you don't need to put on a voice, this is you. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so special. But something really wonderful that happened in the last year was Blizzard created an alpaca pet that was modeled after an in-game pet as well, but there's also a plush. And I learned that a lot of the proceeds were going towards the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which I'm feel very strongly about. So that was a real treat for me.
Oh,
Also,
you
Greg
mean
Chun
Dottie,
is-
right?
Dottie, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Greg is one of the kindest, most generous human beings I've ever met. And he was encouraging me years ago when I was transitioning from stage 2 VO. So shout out to Greg.
Wow.
Greg Chun.
Well, we got a couple more shouts in the charity box, and I have, I hope you don't mind, but I got another question. We have $10 from our very own Michelle Tan. This is one of my favorite events, and getting to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Fire Emblem with friends has been incredible. Thank you so much for hosting this event, and I feel proud to be part of such a passionate and welcoming community. Michelle is there in chat, you can see her. We have a $10 donation from Sillfire. This isn't much, but I might as well help out a good cause. To everyone involved with this project, that includes you, chat, you're valid. And then a big 150 from Get More XP. You guys may know him, actually. All of you are amazing, and I wanted to do my part to help. I was lucky enough to meet Christian, Morgan, and Deva earlier this year, and it was so much fun. And we had there was lots of amazing artwork from Heli. Fire Emblem became the thing that inspired me and my wife to travel all over and meet the actors involved with the series.
That's
So thank you all very much. XP, I'm a friend with him on my Nintendo Switch, and I see him log in every now and then. It's always nice to see that pop up because it reminds me that he's still involved in doing Nintendo-y things. So, but another thing I was gonna ask, what are your? I heard Christian say he was exposed to Fire Emblem back when he was talking about playing the game before it even had a full name, and I was wondering, Deva and Morgan, if you had that much exposure to Fire Emblem before you were, I guess, called out or cast out for the roles that you got.
So there's a little bit of a backstory to this. Long story short, no.
Great, next question.
Was so when right after I was cast in Fire Emblem, I had my first session. It was actually moved up because I was going to be out of the country when I would have my first session. So they moved it to the day before I was flying out for Europe. And so it was in the evening, and then I flew out early the next day. And while I was in Europe, I was in the Netherlands for a couple days and was out with my husband, and we met up with a friend of ours. And I don't know how it came up, but he started talking about Fire Emblem. And I'm looking at my husband like, oh my god, I want to say something and I can't, but I'm freaking out because someone knows what this is. And I didn't know the magnitude of what it was. So that was my first inkling, was someone across the globe was really passionate about this franchise.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't actually, around the same time that I got cast in Fire Emblem Heroes, I had just started playing 3 Houses. So I didn't have really much knowledge beforehand, but I knew it was a huge franchise, and I have a lot of friends who are in the game and a lot of friends who play the game, and I always loved looking at the art. And so I was like, you know what? These characters look awesome. I'm going to try this game out. And I'm still playing it, and I love it so far. So, yeah, but beforehand, I didn't really have much knowledge of it.
And the interesting thing is about your character. She's in a Japanese-only game. Like her first instance in like the West is Fire Heroes. You know? So
yeah.
There's a lot that are Japanese only that are coming in through Heroes that people are just falling in love with.
Technically, everything before Ignatz was for Christian was also only in Japanese, because FE12 had Roderick and 4 is Seliph.
Oh.
My boys from far away. And maybe one day we will get it. But that's the thing.
We will cross games and be together.
The more like they get talked about, and the more love that Heroes gets, and it really does, especially for these characters that exist in the Japanese-only games. Like, obviously Nintendo takes note of it. That's why Fire Emblem Heroes is still going so strong. So the love matters, and we can all pray for remakes in the future so we get to experience them in all of their true glory.
Yeah,
maybe one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say the fan base has been going. This is tomorrow is 420, ironically. The 30th anniversary of Fire Emblem. Like, total throughout its entire lifespan. First game came out April 20th, 1990. And I can tell you 2 things. One, the Fire Emblem community is like having a great time. They're playing the games. There's been so many Fire Emblem charity events actually this month. I think you guys mentioned before about Gas. Gas had one that you, Christian, I think you were on.
I was indeed.
Yeah. And I think there's some other people that are also running charity events as well. But everyone's also kind of waiting for that big, what are we going to see? What is this hype thing that's going to happen on the anniversary? People are excited for that. Now, granted, I don't want to, if you guys know what it is already, I don't know, I'm putting you on the spot. We can get off this conversation. The community is like so excited about what has happened, and we're only excited about the future. We're excited to see what are we gonna get. We're gonna get like a remake of like all the characters, which some of you guys voice and really cool stuff. Are we gonna get like a new game all entirely? What's gonna happen? Chances are we're gonna get a nice picture, and that's about it. But that's not too bad. We still like those.
That's the strategy. I mean, that's what happened with SMT. They were just like, this is a thing that one day will happen. Don't worry about it. And then it came out and was rad, but it was very different even than the first way they talked about it. And that, I think, is the glory of all those sorts of things. They're going to make sure that they do it right. Whatever gets done, they're going to make sure it's like, this is good, and this is what it needs to be. I have no idea what lines I'm drawing down here on my poor little Ignatz. Helly, I'm so sorry. I'm like ruining your sketch.
No.
Baby. I'm just like, this is a disaster. I am so sorry.
Embellishing.
I possess so many other skills. This is not one of them.
No. That looks super pure.
It does look
Well,
really
thanks.
He's doing his best.
He's doing his best.
Do my best.
He can't paint himself. He can paint other people. Lots of portraits of Flame. Lots of portraits of everybody else gets portraits. No self-portraits for Miggy.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna probably hop out since I came in super early. I apologize for that.
No worries.
No worries.
Yeah,
We'll be
I
seeing
need
you
to
for some party games later on then with this good friend of yours, then, huh?
Yeah, Jenny, I'm so excited about that, by the way. It's gonna be
We're really gonna unleash them on like Jackbox or something, because the madness.
Actually, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The madness. I just want you guys to know what you're bringing upon the world.
Listen, okay, I know in some parts of the world it's still light out. Right now, this is the late night shift in EST. It's fine. It's all good. Whatever says, it's like Vegas, right? Whatever happens on r/FireEmblemHeroes Twitch account stays on r/FireEmblemHeroes Twitch account. So.
Well, thank you guys. I guess I'll join you guys later tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
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 And Morgan just left. We did have something else come in. We have a $25 donation from Tanith Art. It just simply says, "Thank you all. Happy birthday, Fire Emblem."
Aww.
With that, also, we have raised over $10,000 total for Extra Life, which is really cool. We've raised $1,845 tonight. This is incredible, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us and all that stuff. We're 2/3 to our goal. We still have a lot tonight to go, and we have a whole stream tomorrow to go as well. So I think we'll hit that 15K, and we're doing just an incredible job.
And for context, our first year we ran this, we made, I want to say it was a little over 3,300 or something like that. And then last year, our last event in 2018, we managed to earn $13,000 on the dot, which blew our expectations away of what we were hoping to, which I think was 5K was our initial thoughts on what we were going to earn. So the fact that we're almost already at our threshold, which blew 2 years out of the water, and we still have a whole day left of this plus another event tonight, is just absolutely phenomenal. The support from the community has been nothing short of astounding, and it's from people like you as the viewers and all the contributing artists here, and you guys as the voice actors to help make this community grow and shine and turn it into what it really can be. That does make me wonder though, and I don't know how much you guys get to travel and go to cons, but I know More XP in the chat said that he had the opportunity to meet you. Do you guys, with the con season obviously right now not exactly happening, you guys I guess used to go to cons and stuff. Do you find that your attention or I guess the traffic that comes your way has changed dramatically since your involvement with Fire Emblem?
Oh yeah, mine is primarily Fire Emblem focused, which is fantastic because I'm always happy to talk about Fire Emblem and see it through all the fans' eyes that come up and are so excited, and that's the thing. I'm so honored and humbled by that, and sort of in answer to your previous question about like moments from the community that really affected us. It's just like seeing people come up who like Ignatz or Sella for Roderick has like meant so much to them, and that way means. It means the world to me. I mean, it's one of the reasons why we do this thing. One of the reasons why I do this thing is that it's like, if I can be good and show a character who is good or determined or passionate, even if sometimes that determination or passion falls in the villain range, it's like, just to put that character out in the world and have somebody take a look at them and be like, I want to express more of that. I want to be, loving like Seliph. I want to be dedicated to the thing that I care about like Ignatz is. Like, that means the world.
That's so cool.
Like, I guess I know someone in chat just mentioned you had the anime impulse activities going on. Deva, you were definitely there as part of that too, if I recall. Those looked like they were so fun. Was it? I mean, did you guys all have friendships already established, and now it's just like, hey, we're all getting together and having fun doing something we already knew? Or
I feel like one of the greatest gifts from this game, probably the greatest gift for me, is the friendships that I've made from this. I think some people may think that it's just for social media, but it's truly not. There is a deep foundational love that we all have for each other. One thing is, very quickly, Mark Whitten, who plays Sedith, took me under his wing like a little sister early on. If I had any questions or when we were trying to figure things out together, so we were able to kind of do things together because we had one more, in-house fish. And I've become very close with Christian and consider him a dear friend. And so it's been amazing because this is almost the reverse of being in a stage play where you would have a lot of love and camaraderie and friendship going on while you're in the show, and then once the show ends, you don't see each other that often, you don't speak that often because you'll be on to the next thing. And this was the reverse of that, where we're all isolated in the booth with Patrick, and then we meet everyone after we've had moments interacting with their words on a text on a screen. And so it's almost this reversal. So I think our friendships will just continue to flourish and grow. I don't see them stopping anytime soon.
Aww.
Yeah, I gotta say, you always have like the sweetest answers. It's like after you finish your answer, it's like everyone in the room just wants to go, "Aww."
Yeah.
It's so good,
Are you saying Christian's answers aren't cute?
Yeah, wow. Okay, no, whatever.
Christian's a little kawaii, he's a little there, but it's just not the same.
I spend my whole life trying to be Moe.
Oh,
if I could
my
just
goodness.
beat K on, that would be the goal.
I would like to just point out really quick that Jeff the Hero is raiding with a party of 318.
That's so many, Jeff the Hero. Thank you so
all.
much.
Jeff, thank you so much for rating us. If those of you don't know Jeff, I don't either. Go check him out. Apparently they love Zin, so that's good. We all love Zin too. But
Sure.
Anyway, hi, we're here. We're raising money for Extra Life. Extra Life is a organization that benefits Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and they help raise money to get funding for science, cures, and cancer. And Ellie, you usually do this feel better than I do. I can ramble all I want, but it's not going to sound good.
The event that we're putting on, this is our third event that we've done. We did one in 2017 and 2018, where it's a collaborative effort between Serenes Forest and two subreddits on Reddit, our Fire Emblem and our Fire Emblem Heroes. We put our efforts together to gather together big fans of the Fire Emblem community, artists, gamers, voice actors, and we pool our resources together and do what we can to fundraise through charity live streams to help earn money for a great cause, which is the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals organization through Reddit's Extra Life campaign. If you've gone to Walmart and you've swiped your card at the payment machine and it says, do you want to donate $1 to, it's probably the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals that you've seen, so you may actually know this organization even if you don't realize that you do. They've been part of our events now for years as a source, and we definitely respect them, and this has been a huge come together for fans, gamers, the community, artists within the community, as you can see. We've even had great support from other artists on the other side of the planet too, from past events, so it's been wonderful to see just the togetherness growing of the community, all towards a good cause, which is to help not necessarily just meet, but greet and defeat the signs of cancer and other things that ail the children in our world. We do have some prizes that are up for grabs too. This may not be something that everyone's noticed. We are giving out bundles of Fire Emblem Cipher cards, which are part of the trading card game, the official Fire Emblem trading card game. Donations in increments of 10 and 25 and 50 will earn you a slot in the raffle to try to win something if you're fortunate to be drawn. And there is a grand prize, which is a signed copy of the special edition of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. The box itself will be signed by the voice actors for Edelgard, Claude, and Dimitri, Tara Platt, Joe Zija, who I can pronounce correctly, and Chris Hackney, respectively. Sorry for that dig. This is all, like I said, to help donate funds towards a great cause, and the fact that there's prizes in there have been generously offered by either fans of the community and or offered to be signed for the cards that we have by voice actors of their respective characters. So anything that you get and are entered in for, we definitely appreciate your support, and it's our little way of trying to give back to the community for working hard to support us, supporting other sides of the world.
And also, for those of you joining us, we are here today with Christian Lamont and why am I blanking? This is bad.
David Marie.
David Marie. I don't know why I blanked. I'm literally staring at the Discord icon.
It's because her last name isn't part of her name, so that's why it threw you off, clearly.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
So do you have to pay extra for missing an entire name instead of just mispronouncing it?
Ooh, that's a pretty big.
I'm getting my third loan now, you know. I will forever have a loan to Bank of America after tonight. It's no end. But
one last thing too, the artists that you see, we've got them. Their names are linked above. The main artists: CR, Hellion White, OKFAC, Tekken, and 24914, or Zin, as some chat knows. If you want to get to know them over Twitter, or you haven't seen their art before, but you're saying, "Wow, this looks great! I'd love to give them a follow." You can not only take a look at their Twitches, or I'm sorry, their Twitters by typing !runners in the chat, or maybe you can. Never mind, there it is. It's right there. Someone beat me to it. Thank you for that. And it looks like we also have another guest with us. Someone who goes by the name Drowsy Dork on screen, but she may actually be Jenny Yokobori, voice of Elise and Eleonora from the Tokyo Mirage Sessions games. Everyone, say hello.
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 Wait, it's Jenny?
Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Jenny, the same Jenny who bonded over a corgi with me? An Anime Impulse Jenny?
Oh.
This community
Wait,
really is
you're
so
muted.
small.
Is
You guys
this
know
it?
each other.
Did we do this?
I didn't break her.
Hello?
Wait.
Hello?
Hello.
Jenny,
Hello.
we hear you.
Okay,
Hear
cool.
us.
Hi guys, I can hear you, yes.
Okay. All right. Say it again.
Oh, I want to make sure we met,
Yes.
right? Yes.
What's
Okay.
so
With the dog.
happened?
There was a whole dog thing where we we talked for like 2 seconds, and then it's like, hey, there's a dog. Let's go this way, and then we did, and then friendship was born.
Then
Aw.
friendship was born. I believe it
Aw.
was a Shiba Inu or Corgi. It was one of those
It was
two. 'cause-
one of those. Wait, I have a picture of you with the dog.
Okay, because I know that there were so many dogs because there was that Anime Impulse, and that was like
There's
a
a
very
lot of dogs.
dog-friendly con, and it was amazing.
If only all cons were as dog friendly as Anime Impulse.
Honestly,
Totally
yeah.
everything. It looks
There was
like
a dog going around with like a Vegeta cosplay, and I'm obsessed with him.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think about him like almost daily.
it looks like a slightly rotund corgi.
A healthy
very
corgi.
Yeah.
Aww.
Very healthy
You know,
boy.
corgi shame in this chat.
Mm-hmm.
I went to I live in New York, so I go to cons all the time. My favorite con, the one I actually just recently went to, which was the American Federation Kennel Club con, and it's just dogs. Everything's dogs. Dogs in costumes, check. Dogs non costumes was super rare, check. Dogs you can pet everywhere. It was so good, so good. It was like a tiny little pit bull puppy that was just walking around saying hi to people.
Oh, pit bull puppies are my favorite.
Oh, so cute.
actually, all dogs are my favorite. That's a lie. Every dog is my favorite.
That's a good answer.
I'll say that like pit bulls are my favorite, but then I'm like, but I like Shibas and corgis. I like every dog. Yeah, cool. I gotta say, I'm looking at the stream and I'm really liking your little Ignots there.
why am I ruining it? I'm ruining this whole, like, there's like the world, and then like in the bottom,
Not ruining it. Ignatz he's just vibing, man. He's just vibing.
Yeah, he's doing his best.
He's doing his best. He really is.
See,
It
that's the
adds
real
personality, and I feel like it's kind of like he's chibi. Like everyone else is like dashing and everything, and Ignatz is just like, "Hey guys, I'm just here to have a good time."
I feel like the sound he makes is like, like
exactly. Like he just wants to paint.
That's so cute though.
Like that's the thing. He wants to paint, but turns out he's really good at killing. Like that is his
Really?
best skill.
He can paint with blood. It's okay.
Wow.
He can merge the two worlds.
His best
Get
skill
the
is
best
his
of
skill
both
set.
worlds. Yeah, he can diversify his portfolio.
You see
Something
Ignatz in
really,
like in like the New York Stock Exchange room, and he's just like, I'm diversifying my portfolio while also taking the blood of my enemies.
And also painting with the blood of my enemies.
Yes,
I would like to add murder to my portfolio. I feel like I'd be good at that.
And next we're gonna take out some phthalo blue, and cover our foes in it, paint their eyes so they cannot see. It's a great
I'm just,
color
like,
for
looking at,
masking.
like, Edelgard and then Ignatz like right next to each other. Edelgard is like, I'm gonna kill everyone, and Ignatz is like, let's watch some Bob Ross. Let's just kick it, you guys. Let's have a good time. This is just fascinating to watch, like the process of like art and everything. This is so cool to watch.
Yeah, honestly, one thing I wanted to mention is like we have not really brought mention of the fact that look at this amazing art that's happening. Like,
This is gorgeous.
actually, like, oh my god, everything here, including Ignatz,
Especially Ignatz.
There you go. Like that Alphonse, look at the shading on the Alphonse. Look how gorgeous that Ike is. That Ike is phenomenal.
That is a nice looking Ike.
That is nice. You got Claude making his famous deer face right there. You know, but it's really good.
I love that it's become his favorite deer face. Like, at no point in the game does Claude do this, but Joe is just like,
It's
no,
still
this
his
is a
thing.
thing he does all the time.
That's for everyone's like reference. Like this is the image that like haunts Allegra Clark's dreams. One time I almost said fear the deer around her, and she almost like just yeeted me out of window.
You have to fear them. If you don't fear them, I pity you. I worry. I fear if the deer is not feared.
I fear the fish.
That's true.
Honestly, yeah.
Alliterative. It doesn't rhyme. What would you?
The fish. Yeah.
Dish the fish?
Dish the fish.
Dish the
My fondest wish is
wish
to
for
wish for
fish?
fish.
I wish for
For
fish.
fish. That's Flane.
Yeah, pretty much.
For fish.
Or the fish is delish.
Oh, wait a minute.
So, not gonna lie, the first pint of ice cream I had during the stay at home was fish food by Ben & Jerry's. I didn't even mean to, it just happened.
Solid choice.
I think
so
it was meant to
good,
be. I think you don't even think about it. It just happens like it's natural.
Fasting.
I don't. It was good.
Sounds good.
What does that taste like?
So it's a chocolate. I'm super into my Ben and Jerry's, y'all. Okay, so it's a chocolate, and then it has a marshmallow swirl and fudge covered, or like fudge fish. And then I think there's some caramel in there too. It's really good. It's really good.
Really good.
It is really good.
Wait, so it doesn't literally taste like fish food?
No,
I mean, maybe that's what fish food really tastes like.
Yeah, like I haven't ever poured fish flakes into my mouth, but I assume that's why fish are so crazy about it. It's probably
Tastes like melty caramel just dripping. Mm.
I'm gonna be real with you. If anybody I knew was going to have fish flakes in their mouth at some point, probably.
Probably would have been me.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're right.
Out of love, I say this. I want to be clear. It is
Completely accurate. I
frustration.
mean, like, it would either be me, Kaylee, or Koi.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would expect someone
Honestly-
named Koi to try that, honestly.
Actually, I
can't
wouldn't be
stop
surprised
himself.
at all if, like, I asked Koi, I'm like, hey, have you eaten, like, food for animals? He'd been like, yeah, I'm eating it right now. And I'm like, yeah, that feels right.
Hey, dog biscuits, I'm a dog, what up? Like,
Exactly. He's
Fuck,
like,
dude.
people call me dog, so now I eat kibble. What up? You can't contain
You're
me.
gonna hurt yourself, man.
One of my favorite things I've ever seen on Twitter is like, because Koi Dao, he plays a few characters in Fire Emblem Heroes. I believe he plays Walt.
He plays Walt,
Yeah.
and he plays Nils.
Yes. When he got his Nils announcement, he was watching it, and for those of you who don't know Koi, he's a very chaotic person. He is like if you try to keep a tornado in like a mason jar.
Which is super
Oh, my
fun to
favorite
direct,
kind
by
of
the way.
person.
Like, way fun.
It's just like he looks so calm on the outside, but then the second he opens his mouth, it's just like pure chaos and confusion, which I vibe with really well. So me and Koi get along really well. But like, he's usually just like the Tasmanian devil on Twitter. It's all just like chaos and weird, bizarre stuff. Like he'll just like make a hot dog drawing, and he's like, "I made this hot dog man at 3 a.m." and you're like, "Cool."
Wait, did you say he makes a hot dog dry?
Hot dog drawing.
Oh my gosh! I was like, did he like dehydrate a hot dog, or did he
Honestly,
leave it out in the
so elaborate,
sun till
but
it
also
dried?
possibly true.
Honestly, that's something I would probably do.
Quarantine's had a real effect on people's brains, huh? That's what
It really did.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
so Koi posts like the odd, like wholesome thing once in a while, and he posted this video of him like watching the Nils cast announcement, and it was just him watching it, and it, like his cat was asleep next to him, and he just like turns the camera to the cat real quick. He's like, "Hear that? That's your daddy!" And the cat just was like, "Oh my god!" That's one of my favorite things, and I don't know why it's one of my favorite things, but just I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, "Koi, what?" So bizarre.
There's sometimes when like the funniest people in the world are the ones that are the most like bizarre. I mean, like Gary Busey probably made like an entire career of just being bizarre, right? Like,
man.
yeah, is that whatever that was exactly, you know? But like sometimes
That's his brand.
yeah, that is his brand. But like I will say though, reeling it back in from the bizarre to the less bizarre. One of the things that I've seen a lot, and we talked about this a little briefer earlier, was that a lot of people have, because they're kind of stuck at home, they've been trying to give back in certain ways. You know, like for example, joining us on r/Fire Emblem Heroes Twitch account to raise money for charity, and being awesome guests here. That's not directed towards anyone, especially not you guys. It was
Absolutely not.
yeah, no.
I'm just here for the chaos.
Yeah, the fish flakes. And it's one of those things where it's like you really can tell what a person's like and who they are in situations like these. You know, like if they start going out there and doing good and being good in the world, it's like a nice thing to see. If that makes sense.
It is.
It's like-
Oh no, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's in times of crisis, you see people either step out or they step up, and there's something. It's unfortunate that it takes a tragedy a lot of the times, but you also see some of the best parts of humanity, who
Absolutely.
realizing that like we need to lean on each other, and we don't do that enough, and remembering that we're all connected. Not just the person who lives in your house or the person next door, but the person across the planet. And we're able to see some of that right now in games, music, all of these different things that we stay connected with. Wait, oh God, what happened? Did you do
I'm sorry.
something with your team?
There were color things that happened, and I just.
You're green now. What
So
happened?
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your very beautiful speech, Steve.
No, you're now.
Oh my God.
I welcome you into House Flame. You can be my child now. It happened.
This is amazing. And
Do you know
Ignatz
who
is-
he? Sorry.
When Ignatz is actually the goddess.
Oh my God, yo, that's new canon. I can't
It's
believe it.
new
We discovered Fire Emblem canon here tonight.
Do you know
Oh
who
yeah,
you
he's
kind of
definitely
remind
gonna
me
get
of?
all
What this
Wait,
the
me?
doodle you're drawing? It kind of reminds me of the owl from the lollipop commercials.
1, a 2, a 3.
What does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Oh yeah.
A 1, 2.
He's kind of like conducting it with his brush.
Yeah. I
Eat
love
the
it.
paint. Ignatz is gonna eat that paint.
Oh no.
Ignatz is that kid in class. Sitting in the corner, like everyone else is like sword fighting, he's just like eating paint, he's like just slurping.
That's what you eating? Nothing. Ignatz, why is there glue in your desk? Hey, I painted with the blood of my enemies. It just like snorts all the glue.
He wants to become one with his art.
He wants to feel green inside.
Today he is the color green. Tomorrow, red.
He's gonna be in the hospital.
But what happens when he feels blue?
He eats more paint.
He eats more paint.
He eats more paint.
That's like some Van Gogh stuff.
This is Ignatz's blue period.
Oh jeez.
Oh, you should be in the Blue Lions.
Mm-hmm.
You should be in the Blue Man group.
My
He is the Blue
playthrough,
Lions
he is
in
in
my
the Blue
playthrough.
Lions.
Yeah, no, I've fully recruited him. He's going to every house.
Oh, that's me.
When anybody was like, "Oh, you want to paint? Sure." What? Okay.
Okay.
Oh. The best part. Have you ever tried making him into like a dancer?
No.
I actually, that's right where my next playthrough chapter is where we're going Dancer Ignatz. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's something. It's definitely something to see.
There is a really beautiful comic, that's a fan comic that's been going around that involves Ignatz becoming the dancer representative of the Blue Lions and like leading them to glorious victory. And it's beautiful. My apologies that I don't have the name of the artist or the link to the tweet lying around right now, but it's tremendous.
Okay, important question
Okay.
about Ignatz. And this, okay, so if he becomes a dancer, and yes, I know it's like, you know, to vanquish foes, but what would his favorite type of beat be to dance to? Like,
I feel
is
like
he
you
a
have an
waltz
answer to
or a
this
disco?
because there's a pun somewhere, but
There is not actually. I'm just, I can keep talking and wait for it to happen, but I don't know if that's how it's gonna work.
As me, as Jenny Yokobori, the voice of Ignatz, I say K-pop.
oh god, what did I just do?
Is he on Stan Twitter or like the Foldland equivalent?
Oh, absolutely, he does fan cams.
Oh.
Wait,
Not only
what?
does respectful fan cams. There's
I
no
was
like,
gonna
oh look at
say-
the body roll fan cam. Ignatz.
No, it's literally just like it's just like portraits.
Why are there so many like subscription tiers on his OnlyFans? Now we're getting to the real questions.
Of course he has an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, join in my OnlyFans. That's definitely the content people are waiting for.
His OnlyFans, like since there is no internet, I feel like it is just like a group of people like outside of Garreg Mach.
So is it B-pop for like, you know, the high-end beats from Bridget or something, and we just don't know about that yet?
Bridget.
D-pop, Dad. Shamir brought it up.
I mean, like I feel like he would like Blackpink because he's always at that did it do.
I'm so happy you're all here.
This
is why I do the event. I'm a dad. This just resonates with me. We did get a donation. Jessica Vo or VO, I can't quite tell, donates $5 and says, "Good luck with the event. Sorry it's not much, but I'm hoping it will appease the Gotcha Lords and that they bless me with good summons in the Dragalia Lost and Fire Emblem crossover event." And that is in part due to the 30th anniversary, where we not only have Sharena jumping over into the Dragalia Lost universe, but we also have a few babies coming into Fire Emblem Heroes tomorrow.
Oh.
Yes, tiny small versions of characters that are kind of bad in the game already. So they're good now. Oh, they're good characters.
We have young Marth, we have young Merrick, who are both voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, and then we have young Kada, or Sheeta, I'm sorry. That's right.
Baby Sheeta is the best. She is my absolute favorite character ever.
Reddit has absolutely exploded about how she's effective versus everything. And then we have the three sisters as a duo unit, which makes me think Intelligent Systems had a problem with counting. And Impala, Katria, and Est, and then the freebie Minerva from the Tempest Trials Plus. So Wyvern Rider hype for me, for Morgan Berry when she gets back. I'll be sure to remind her of that.
One of the most complicated parts about playing Elise is that, like, because I love Marth and everything, because he's my brother, and I found out that Elise had, like, a significant other, which is Merrick, and so I was like, oh, that's so cool, I wonder who's, like, my guy, I wonder who's, like, my romantic interest, like, who's my voiceover husband, and then it was also Yuri, and I'm like, ah!
I love fate.
Yeah,
that's very complicated, it's, like, very, like, somewhat Lannister-y, and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh god.
Not like this.
I feel like Lannister is a very terrifying way to describe some parts of Fire Emblem. We're getting real Lannister over here.
Hey, listen, you played FE4 and 5. Yes.
If you've played the FE4 and FE5, you've seen some Lannisterian characters, that's for darn sure.
Julia and Salif did not know each other for a long time.
It's fine.
No, I feel like Leia and Luke Skywalker didn't know each other for a long time either.
Yeah, well. Steven Spielberg wrote Fire Emblem. It all makes sense now. Fire Emblem's actually just an analogy of Star Wars. You know, Darth Vader is the Death Knight.
Oh, that's what they did, Death Knight.
Emperor Palpatine is
Knight.
Death Knight. Yeah, also Death Knight. Luke Skywalker, Death Knight.
The Flame Emperor.
The Flame Emperor.
R2-D2, Ignatz.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
One of my weird human tricks, I can do a really good impression of R2-D2 screaming, which I feel like is pretty encapsulates my personality.
Between you and Chris Hackney's terrified scream from when he did Bowie in Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia, those are two of the sounds that I feel like I should make my text alert to make sure that I definitely hear it.
Oh gosh,
Anyone wants any trivia? The voice of Eleonora can do R2-D2's voice.
Canon. We've added new canon again. This is
broadening your typecasting. I like this. Okay, so since you just jumped on, if you don't mind me asking, as far as the mainline Fire Emblem games like Three Houses and anything that goes on from here, I feel like is already such a tight-knit group, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions is not exactly a mainline Fire Emblem game, it's sort of a spin-off. Do you find that you have a lot of, I guess, fans who have acknowledged and been like, oh my gosh, yeah, we love this game? Or because I don't get to go to the conventions, I don't get to see what the attention is for that sort of thing. I never see if anyone cosplays as those characters or anything. But as soon as I saw you were an Ellie, and for me, you know, my name has been Ellison for decades, so from one Ellie to another, I'm super happy for that. But I was wondering, like, do you have people that you're like, oh my gosh, you guys appreciate this game or know this game too, or did you have much exposure to Fire Emblem before you had, you know, been called into voicing the roles that you've got right now?
I had exposure to Fire Emblem because I was watching, because when Fire Emblem Three Houses came out, that's when I've always known about Fire Emblem because it's weird actually, because in Smash Brothers, I always had like an affinity towards Marth and I didn't know why. And so like, even before like I voiced Elise, usually Marth was the character that I would go towards when I would like play Smash Brothers, which is weird looking back. Just through there, and then when Three Houses came out, I was like, oh wow, there's like all this attention towards Fire Emblem, like I had never really gotten to play any of the games before. And I was like, oh wow, this looks incredible. Like this looks like a beautiful game. I have like all these friends in it. I'm gonna really look into this and start doing it. And then I had the good fortune of finding out that I got cast in Fire Emblem Heroes, which was just like hugely exciting. I found out that I got cast and I was running errands that day and I just like parked my car and I was just like, I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, well, this is it. I've peaked. I'm a Nintendo character. Fantastic. This is the best. This is what my tombstone's gonna say. It's like Jenny Yokobori. She was a Nintendo character, and I stand by that.
Awesome. I do hate to interrupt really quick, but Deva does have to leave. She has to head on out for other things. So we really appreciate you coming on in. Twitch chat, if you feel like throwing out your finest green hearts or fish related emotes, if you can find something, because we need to.
Stop a ping.
Definitely show her that we appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Honestly, it's been great. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Bye, Diva.
Bye,
Diva.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Alright, I'm sorry I didn't mean to interrupt you, but she had to head out.
No, it's... Diva is worth interrupting for. I adore her.
I still want to hear more about this. I get to put a Nintendo roll on my tombstone. That's a line I never thought in my life I'd ever hear.
Yeah, it's like Nintendo has like my entire life. It's been sort of like this pillar for me. Like growing up, like it's always been a thing that I leaned on. Like, yeah, it's just Nintendo has always been hugely important to me. And so when I found out that I got to be a part of this like universe of characters, it was beyond thrilling, and I'm still so honored. So I voiced Elise first, and then Eleonora, and I was sort of like wondering, and like I had heard of Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I was like, I wonder how they're gonna like take it and everything, because I knew that it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like a main game, and it was kind of like a spin-off. And the response was overwhelming, because I think I came in right at the tail end where Christian was talking about fan art, but I never really dreamed that I would be a part of something that would receive fan art the way that Tokyo Mirage Sessions has, and the fan art is gorgeous. It's, yeah, like I ask to see anything Tokyo Mirage Sessions or Eleonora, please always tag me in it, and they do, and it always makes my day. Like there is this one watercolor of my character Eleonora and Kaylee Mills' character Tsubasa, and it's absolutely stunning. I want to see if I can see if I can find an artist's name. If I can, I'll say it later. But yeah, it
wasn't Hellion White, was it? She did art for like every other voice actor that we've had today.
No, it wasn't Helly. This was like an actual like watercolor, and it was, I mean, Helly, everything she does is stunning and amazing.
Thank you.
Feel good about yourself, it's amazing. Your stuff is wonderful.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, it's this watercolor thing. It's by @ChibiPico, and it's in the actual tweets in Japanese. But yeah, @ChibiPico, Chibi and then _PICO, and it's so stunning. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, I'm a part of something that people love enough that they want to help like contribute to and create, and it inspires them to do these amazing pieces of art. And it's great. It's crazy.
Aww.
Not as articulate as Diva, but I hope that answered your question.
No, that was fantastic. And you know, me and Allie, we've been doing this now for how long has it been? 3.5
since 2017. So yeah, about 3 years.
So,
plus, I mean, if you count the planning time, it's been like 5 years. Gosh, but
yeah,
it took us a while to get the first one going.
It did. So you know, we've heard like when we talk to voice actors, we ask kind of the same questions. We talk about similar things, except every time we hear the answer, it's always, not only is it always different, but it's always heartfelt. So like every time, like you never have to say like, oh, I hope that was articulate, or oh, I hope that made sense or something, because like we feel it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as a TLDR, it's like, yes, people are really excited about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and it fills me with joy that I'm able to help make people happy in any small way, and that I can be a part of this world.
Well, I don't mind if I ask, but you and Christian both have, I'm hoping, played through the entirety of the games, or at least much more of the games that you happen to voice yourself in. Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite part of your particular games? Either it could be TMS, FE, or... Well, Christian, I want to say through FE4, but I don't know if you're proficient enough in Japanese to have read the original text, or if you've played through one of the translation packages, which are adventures of themselves. But do you have a favorite part of the games that you've played that you happen to be a character of?
Wow, I mean, I stumbled through the text of FE4 by using, like, a Japanese translator at the time. It was real rough, but I kind of put together the plot and stuff like that. I do... my favorite part of FE4 is definitely when Selev does have a moment to speak with the ghosts of his mom and his dad. It's just, like, it's horribly heartbreaking, but so important as well. Because he's just... And it's like Sigurd is a hero. His dad is a hero, and he goes into everything he does in his life knowing that. And he will never, even up until the end, even if when he becomes king, emperor, any sort of thing like that, he will never think of himself as a hero the way his dad is. He always thinks of himself as, like, I'm just doing my best to, like, try and make the world a little better. That's all I can do. So getting to, like, spend time with his father, who actually, like, truly is proud of everything that he's done, that's my core. That's my core Fire Emblem 4 moment. That's my core Selev moment. I think that means that makes him who he is, to a certain degree.
We got some fans in Twitch chat who are already saying that scene would wreck them.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I'd cry for sure.
What about you, Jenny? Have you beaten Tokyo Mirage yet, or?
Haven't beaten it. No.
Well, then what are you doing here?
Huh?
There's stuff to do.
Interacting with you guys. I thought I wanted to hang out with my friend Christian, but I guess not. Punk. Yeah, punk.
I can feel that from here.
My favorite moment in Tokyo Mirage sessions is probably the moment where Tsubasa and Ellie sing Dreamcatcher together, just because Kaylee really is just like such a dear friend of mine, and I love her so much. And so seeing our characters get to interact in that way and getting to see them like sing a song is just it's so cool, and it's so surreal that I get to like look at this like beautiful like part of the game and be like, I voice that character, my friend voices that character. This is cool.
So you guys were friends long before, I'm assuming then?
Not long before, but at least like a few months. And like the best part of the cast announcement too is that we had no idea that we were in the same expansion pack. And so when it got dropped, it was literally like I was watching the video and I'm like, ha! Ellie's here! It's happening! It's real! And all of a sudden, like the first like voice that I hear, it was mine. And then after that, like eventually it goes to Tsubasa and it's like, I'm Tsubasa Oribe. And I was like, I know that voice. And I saw like the name, it was like Kaylee, and I'm like, I'm in a thing with Kaylee. And I like texted her in a panic. I'm like, we're in a thing together. He was like, ah! And I was like, ah!
Oh.
And then all of LA just like crumbled because you're both screaming so loud.
R2D2s were
not
heard
R2D2
many times throughout that night.
R2D2 screaming, or just humanish screaming?
Honestly, I think definitely not human.
Okay.
I would say for me it was more of like a raccoon screeching sound.
Oh my gosh.
For Kaylee it was probably just gremlin screeching. Me and Kaylee, fun fact, the way me and Kaylee became friends is that we went to Disneyland together with like a group of friends, and eventually like I just started like crouching and kind of like just gremlin walking, because I've always just done that in my life, because I was like, I saw food and I was like, I'm gonna get it. And so I just started like sort of gremlin walking towards it, and she just like went like almost like a gorilla, just went, huh! And she like also like knelt down and she started squatting too, and she was like, huh! And we just started like doing it together. And the friends that we were with were like, oh dear God, they found each other.
I've never heard of such a stronger friendship in my entire life.
It's things like that really show you your true friends.
I think that's my favorite Fire Emblem moment.
That's my favorite non-canon moment, is where Tsubasa and Ellie just gremlin walk.
Well, that's canon now. It's all canon.
They just haven't released it yet. It's coming.
Yeah.
So what exactly is a gremlin walk?
How to describe it?
Please
It's like
Please don't ask.
Christian knows.
Chaos has now begun.
Well, now
It's
you
like-
gotta tell us.
It's like, how do I best describe it? Okay. It's like so you sit your like feet apart like really wide, and then you just sort of like squat as if like you're doing like an exercise, but you're not. You're just on your way to create absolute chaos. And so you just like squat and like bring your like rear end as close to the ground as you possibly can, and then you just like go really fast, like almost like that scene in It where like Pennywise like runs towards the kid in the basement.
Why?
Like it's kind of like
there's so many examples. Why that? Why what? Thought we were cool.
Like it's like Pennywise running towards the kid, but like more close to the ground. But it's also kind of like if Gollum was shopping on Black Friday and was trying to get to the back of the warehouse really fast.
That is
that
so
stance, like being that close to the ground and just be like, but as like fast as possible. Yeah, it's chaotic.
Starts walking around like the Walmart, and he's just like the Precious, and he just goes up to this like TV that's on sale for like 50% off. He's like, "The Precious, get away from my blue screen."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like me and Kaylee, like, well, for Kaylee, her Precious would be beans. She loves beans.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of that Dorothy Fawn thing I saw the other day. She voice acted, was it Ty's mother from the Digimon movie? And she makes the joke. It's just a scene that's full of all the jokes that she makes. And one of the things is, "Oh, Ty, you have friends coming over?" And he says, "No, I don't." Or she says, "Hi, Ty, you have friends coming over making 3 bean soup?" And he says, "No, sorry." And she says, "No, well, I only had 2 beans anyway."
I know. I watched through that entire like compilation probably like 5 times just because I totally forgotten that was a part of the movie, and it's so good.
I know I watched it as a kid, and I don't remember
like,
appreciating that.
Yeah, because it's like I just remember being like, "Oh, those are probably things." Like I think at one point she's like spinach cookies, and when I was a kid, I was just like, "That sounds good," because I thought they sounded like lava cookies from Pokemon like Ruby Sapphire.
That's a reference. Lava cookies are. Oh my god. Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm getting
like,
flashbacks.
Because yeah, like lava cookies have like that kind of like the nori, this like seaweed wrap around it kind of.
Yeah.
And so when I heard spinach cookies, I was like, "Oh, that must be like lava cookies."
Oh my god. Now I can't not think of that. It's like wow.
What does a Rage candy bar taste like?
I would assume that, like, to people of the Pokemon universe, it probably tastes like a normal candy bar. And then if ever Nintendo was to make one and put it out in the market, people would get so excited about it and eat it, and it would taste like pure sadness, and they would feel sad because it just wouldn't be as good as what they thought it would be.
It tastes like maybe it tastes just like a stale. They make it taste stale.
Yeah.
I don't know why this was the first answer that occurred to me when you asked that question, but my immediate thought was, "Oh, it tastes like Four Loko and cumin."
Oh my.
I don't know why that was the first thing that my brain came up with, but that was what it came up with.
You know, I was in college once and I didn't even get near Four Loko. I don't even want to know what that tastes like.
I've never partaken in the Loco myself, but for some reason, I imagine that's what Rage tastes like.
I've had the green apple for Loco. It tastes like doo-doo.
Does it taste like Rage?
It sounds like that was a lesson. Oh,
whoa. Whoa. What? I didn't say anything. No one heard anything.
It just felt like a lot of aggression going on over there.
Yeah.
Didn't know where that came from.
This is some beautiful art. Like, I'm just like watching this and I'm like, dang, this is some good art.
I know, it's hard to reckon with my own talent sometimes too.
Yes, okay, so there is green on your paintbrush, so Ignatz did just paint his head green.
Or is he painting Flame's hair right now?
Is he taking the green from her hair like Bunnicula takes the like color from fruit? What's happening here?
Honestly, right now, that's Four Loko green. I need to...
Oh my god! Bro, the canon is real! He's drinking green apple Four Loko, then eats a Rage candy bar, and then paints his
in the
hair
face.
Green. Then he eats his paint.
Then he eats paint.
I imagine paint and Four Loko are pretty much chemically the same thing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm pretty sure if you mix both together, you get Red Bull.
Yeah. Hey, quick question. Is that dancer Sylvain there in the background?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. That's one of the first things that I ever bonded with Erica Mendez, is that we were hanging out in a session and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm playing through Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Who should I romance?" It's between Dimitri and Sylvain, and everyone in the room, including Chris Hackney, all said Sylvain. And me and Erica just like looked at each other, and she was like, "Do you like redheaded like dumb boys in games?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You're friends," and I'm like, "Cool, great."
It's good to know what was happening in the booth during that session, because every 5 minutes we would look up from outside, all of you just lost it.
There were so many moments where like it was just the four of us like with tears coming out of our eyes.
Yeah, cool. Anyways, in
like,
this next scene, you're all mourning death, so let's all...
That's when like, and all of us would just be like laughing over like a poo-poo joke or something. Like, yeah, you're like something horrible has occurred, like war has ravaged the countryside, and we'd be like, poo-poo.
You start grumbling walking out of the studio.
Exactly. Or we'd be like, because this was after Three Houses came out, and so it was something like that sounded, because yeah, it was like something war, and I would just be like, me and Erica would be like Beavis and Butthead in the background. We're like, hey, Chris, do you want to kill them all? He'd be like, stop it, I can't do this. And we're like, say it. And Christian would be like, don't say it. We're like, say it.
There have been plenty of the memes. Kill every last one of them, shill every last one of them, drill every last one of them.
Yeah.
You weren't here for the question that we had asked earlier about, we were going through Fire Emblem memes, and we wanted to know what everyone's favorite memes were, and we talked about Big Knots, and we talked about some others, but we didn't hear one from you yet. What do you have as far as a favorite meme?
I don't know. I don't know if this counts as a meme. I mean, kill every last one of them is probably really high up there. Like, I referenced that more than is socially acceptable. Like, to the point where I was talking to Brandon Winkler, because it had been raining in LA really bad, and a bunch of ants had gotten into his room, and he was like complaining to me, and he was like, oh man, it's like there's all these ants in my room, and I'm like, you need to kill them, kill every last one of them. And he's like, Jenny, no. And I sent him back this like his headshot that I had edited in iPhone markup, where I put an eye patch on him and like drew Dimitri's relic, but with a can of Raid as the stone.
Oh my god.
And he's like, Jenny, why are you like this? I'm like, kill every last one of them. And he's like, honestly, this is a mood. It's like, I reference it all the time, but my favorite thing as of late that has been going on in the Fire Emblem community has like been the Fire Emblem Animal Crossing crossovers.
Oh, those have been so amazing.
I've been absolutely just living for them. Like, every single one that I see, I'm so tempted to just retweet constantly, because there's one where Flane is just like holding a sea bass and it says like C++. And then there's one like Dimitri's on the field with female Byleth, and he's like, do you hear it, Professor? The whooshing in the wind. And he like throws a spear, and it's like the balloon pops and like the present. He's like, should we open it, Professor? And it's just like very wholesome. I just love, like, that's my favorite trend or like meme that's going on right now, is all the Animal Crossing crossovers.
So they added this thing in Animal Crossing, or at least there's this thing online where you can literally take screenshots from games, right, and put them in. To Animal Crossing. So one of the early ones, it was a picture from the GBA, like Elliewood FE7 game, of Elliewood holding his dying father, and they added that to Animal Crossing.
No.
And I'm like, who did this?
I can't believe you've done this.
Who hurt him?
Needless to say, I made that my town flag. I made that my wallpaper.
Okay, I really need to disconnect you from this chat right now.
What do you mean? It's quality meme.
Oh, that's right. We're just talking memes. That's right. We're not talking reality.
Yeah, it's quality meme. It's up there.
Quality meme.
That's right up there with like, we'll need disguises.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm gonna rat out my friends right now with their Animal Crossing stuff a little bit, but yeah, Brandon Winkler has his town flag, or at least the entire wallpaper of the inside of his like house is just an image of Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's amazing.
And it's horrifying, because you come in and there's just eyes everywhere, and it's just Shadow as far as the eye can see, just watching you. And it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's the wallpaper and also the flooring too, and it's just horrifying. But also incredible. And there's a caption on it, and I'm not gonna say it because this is for the Children's Miracle Networks, and so I can't say what the caption is, but it's the one that you're thinking of, probably.
It is the one that I'm thinking of. I'm almost positive it is.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, Brandon, you know this game is for kids, right? And he's like, yeah, but this is my island. And I'm like, outstanding.
Yeah. Wait, why is everyone moving? Where are you going?
I was like, wait, guys, no. And then, Kaylee's, I love Kaylee so much. She's like my sister in chaos. So when you fly over her town, the first thing that you see is this like mural on the ground that she has made of rice-a-roni box covers.
What?
It's just all over the ground. It's just like images of rice-a-roni box covers, and then these eyeballs, and then this like selfie of her that she took where she's just like cross-eyed and like sticking her tongue out, and it's just pure chaos, and it's amazing.
I hope you guys are happy with what you did. Enjoy Jackbox, by the way. This is gonna be the whole thing.
Pure chaos. It's like you fly over it, and I can only imagine what Wilbur the dodo bird is thinking. He's like, I don't want to go down there. Please don't make me land.
Ellie, you got this. I'm gonna get the gin. I need
Okay.
your
Alright, fine. I'll close that shop.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure none of you currently have Cold Steel the Hedgehog plastered around your Animal Crossing villages, right?
I like the silence.
Yeah.
Christian does, apparently. I'm gonna say Christian does.
I'm not hearing a no.
Speaks volumes. Christian's entire town is just his own Sonic the Hedgehog OCs.
I mean, maybe. I don't feel like...
Maybe.
Original character, do not.
Exactly.
Like, he just goes into the Able Sister shop every day. He's like, we're all hedgehogs. Hello, sisters.
I'm your sister now.
I'm Label. Look at me. I'm the sister now. Hedgehog.
Is it safe to assume that you're all playing Animal Crossing to some degree?
I definitely am.
Alright, so I gotta ask, who are the villagers that you have at your villages then? Because I see everyone's posting, oh my gosh, Raymond this and Raymond that, and I'm like, oh, I have Raymond. I have Kat, and I have Kevin, and I have Winnie. And it makes me wonder, okay, so who are all the others?
My favorite villagers that I have are Hopkins, who's like this blue rabbit who, like, it's kind of like, it has troubling implications because there's like an air valve on the back of his head. And so it's kind of like implied that he's just like an inflatable toy that's come to life.
Oh, I'm Googling this now, and oh my.
He's really, really cute, and I love him. And he's a lazy villager. That's like his personality type, and I love lazy villagers. Because I just find them endlessly charming, because they just talk about like the bugs that live in their house and how they just like kick it with them, and I love them. But it does have like, he is like, I think there's like Pinocchio-like implications, because he does have an air valve on the back of his head. I have Elmer, who's also a lazy villager, and he just always talks about the bugs in his house too, and I'm like, good for you, man. And I love Elmer because he's a horse, and his name is Elmer.
Oh, no. Don't tell him.
Get him away from Ignots. I heard he eats Elmers.
And I'm like, yeah, honestly, like, stay away from my horse. I just love that Nintendo like snuck that in there.
There's so many little gags in this game. I love it. I saw something where Isabel was talking about, oh, it's Friday. That means I can stop acting like I care for 2 days.
Wow.
Wow, that hits deep.
It really does. That hurts.
It do be like that sometimes, though. It really do.
It do sometimes be like that.
It really do.
It really do.
Elmer just vibes constantly. Like, he just talks about his bugs, and then he just Naruto runs around my island, and I'm like, good for you, man.
Have you ever, you know, like when they sing in front of your plaza, right?
Yes.
Right? Have you ever gone up to them and started clapping?
Yes.
I love that. It's
so cute.
I know. It's like, they just start getting like, oh, well, thank you so much. Oh my god.
You deserve to feel good.
Anyway, I do want to interrupt this Animal Crossing Jam session with a $15 donation from Brandon Winkler. Wait a second. Wait.
I feel like that's his way of being like, stop talking about my Animal Crossing island. Stop ratting me out. I'll give you money. I'll give you anything.
Yeah, we can hit this goal right now if you keep talking about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start blackmailing Brandon. What other dirt do I got on him?
Well, I mean, I don't got dirt on anyone, but if I did, yeah.
It looks like he may be in the chat if you want to embarrass him a little bit more.
Yeah.
I always want to embarrass Brandon.
Well, if he's free, Brandon, you're in the chat, you're listening in. If you're free, would you like to join us on this stream?
I mean, bear in mind you will realize what you're signing up for if you do make your presence known.
Plays. Oh yeah, he plays himself. He plays kind of a Fire Emblem meme. He plays Kempf.
Yeah. Wait.
In America.
Wait. Oh my! Wait! I do know that. Okay, so Brandon, I don't know if you're listening in the chat. 5 minutes, cool. Do you remember during E3? Actually, you know what? I'll let you in. Let me send you a Discord link. Let me just send you a Discord link. But I actually have met you in real life. The story is really interesting. How I've met Brandon.
So sorry.
I was like, I knew I remembered that name. I couldn't remember where. But look, okay, how do I send the thing? Anyway, continue. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
I will say one of the things I've done in Animal Crossing is, and it's really toxic, is go to people's islands, start shaking all their trees to drop like 6 branches, and move on to the next tree. Just litter their entire islands with branches.
No, okay, that is not toxic.
Wow.
Let me tell you, toxic.
Oh no.
Bringing him back up. This guy who, like, I'm not convinced like me and Koi aren't related just because of chaos that resides in us both. But Koi Dao, what he did is that he went to someone's island and he chopped down all of their trees.
Oh my god.
And now none of us will invite him over to our islands.
Oh my god, that's just mean. That's like, oh.
Also,
Man,
like another wonderful Koiism that occurred is that the first night it came out, it was a bunch of us voice actors hanging out on Animal Crossing. And I can't remember whose island it was. It might have been Aiden Rudd's, maybe? But Koi just started digging holes, and I was like, well, this cannot be good. Because he was digging holes without any semblance or like reason, really. And so I was like, oh no, he's gonna spell something dumb. And sure enough, he did indeed spell the words poo-poo with the holes that he dug. And
then he's like, why don't you guys trust me?
Why don't you guys let me be best friends with you anymore?
I don't understand. You see, I'm a little bit less than that. I found some person didn't wake up their what's his name? He's the seagull that the one that washes up on the beach.
Poor Gulliver.
Yeah. No, I dug up holes around them and put a giant F on the beach and walked away.
Oh.
I was like, he's dead. No one's getting him. He's gone.
So Koi spelled poo-poo on someone's Animal Crossing island, and we were, it was a bunch of us over there, and Justin Briner, being the good anime protag boy that he is, we were all on voice chat, and he's like, oh no, well look what someone did over here. I guess I better just start like filling these in, and you start like kicking sand into them and like destroying poo-poo, and Koi just goes, no, stop it!
Hello.
Speaking of Brandon Winkler.
That boy.
Hello, it is I. I have entered the chat.
Hello.
Boy.
Brandon,
Hi.
I don't know if you remember me, but back in E3 2019, there was a party at this weird like arcade thing, where there's like, it wasn't open drinks, but there's like a second floor where everyone can...
Oh yeah. What was it called?
I don't remember what the place was called, but it was me, a friend, you were there, and then your other voice actor friend was there. I don't remember her name. She's from Long Island. Like black hair. Maybe.
Man, this was 2019. You said?
Yeah, and then I think I saw you in the line for the Extra Life crane game. I think you said you were waiting for someone to go for the crane.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was me and my friend. Man, that was I know it was like such a short time ago, but at the same time, it's just like I don't know. It's just you lose track of these things, you know.
Yeah, I absolutely understand. But I was just saying that I think at the time I was talking to you and you had said that you weren't in it yet, but you were interested, or you had done like voice acting auditions in the past, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And yeah, so now, hey, you're in. Hello.
Yeah, man. It was weird. Like back then, like man. I mean, I was in the middle of recording Sword Art during that time, so like that was like it was a time of like, you know, like I was more or less like still getting started, I think is probably a good way to put it. So yeah, but
I mean, it's weird, you know, like it's like it's weird how fate like brings everything together in the end.
I know, and it's so cool to like run into you again, man. Like
Yeah.
that's awesome. Like
Yeah.
thanks for inviting me. I had like no idea that like you were like in charge of something like this. It's really cool.
Yep, me and Ellie are. Ellie's the big man really behind it. I like to call myself the paid support.
The big man.
Yes, Ellie is the big man. But we're happy to have you here. I don't know where we're at in this artwork, but as you can see, the artwork in the stream is, I want to say that's like 80%, 90%. Like it looks fantastic. Everyone's doing like the final details on their stuff.
Yeah, no, this looks
Christian,
amazing.
how
Like
close
I
are you to
came
being
into the
done?
stream and I was like, oh, this is cool little background that someone like, you know, pulled off the interweb. But now knowing that's a drawing, I'm just like, holy whoa.
But they're doing this live.
Yeah, they're drawing everyone's here in the chat drawing this live.
It's freaking, oh, Helion White's here. Hi, Heli.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, everybody knows you, Helly.
Helly. Helly's
so
the
the
most
thing
popular
is-
person.
He was actually the first voice actor to come to me, so I'm like super thankful for that.
Aw.
Yeah, no, you do amazing work. Like, oh man, your stuff is so good.
Thank you. Same to you all here. Like, oh my god, it's such an honor to be here with you all. To be honest.
Oh,
Lee, you are such a delight. You
honor
are
to meet ya.
absurdly talented. Every time you post anything, and I'm like, oh, Helly, that's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Like, I'm the same with all your announcements and everything because, like, I've been admiring your job for so many years. Like, always.
oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
It's really sweet, Helly. Yeah, we are all so honored that we get to like collaborate with you in like any capacity.
Oh, same.
Brandon, so I was saying that you do voice the Fire Emblem meme boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kemp. Yeah. Man, it's I love him so much.
Have you had the chance to play
Yeah,
his
he's-
games, especially with the English quality translation? You're aware of his incredible character.
See, I've heard a little bit about that, and I knew a little bit about the meme before, like it was a thing. But during my audition, like I had no, I absolutely did not put two and two together, you know. So it was one of those things where it was like I feel like I know this character, but why? But why? Why do I know this character? And then the moment I announce it, just everywhere in America. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, that's right. This is a thing.
A meme boy.
Yeah. Yeah, people really like Kemp, and I mean, it's just, yeah, he's a fun little guy. He's my little, how do I put this sweetly?
Is he your spirit animal?
Oh no, I'm not
not sure.
nearly as mean. I'm not nearly as mean as Kemp is.
Lying to you.
I
You got
feel
no
like-
child hunting going on over there? Or...
No, I'm a little bit too busy for that.
Promised Neverland. And
Got a lot going on. Don't have time.
Yeah, no, I read a bit of the fan translation, and man, there's there's some gold in there. I just don't think, like, as much as I would love to like say it in Kemp's voice, I feel like Nintendo would hunt me down.
Do that.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, they will. We've had in the past people come on and everyone in chat. This was like a while back, like when we had hosted someone who had like a really big stream, and the really big stream, the people are much more rowdy because it's much harder to control like 4,000 people than it is like 200. So they were like, "Oh, do this, do that," and the person felt kind of like awkward, like almost like peer pressured. So like ever since then, we've said like out front and everything, like if you don't feel comfortable like doing a voice or you don't want to do a voice, like don't, because it's just, you know, why put yourself at risk for something, you know?
I mean, Brandon can say in America all he wants. Just know that Kemp and Brandon are two very different things.
There was a question in the chat for you, Brandon. It says, Brandon, Brandon, how dare you voice Kemp kinda hot? I'm not sure what that means, but please elaborate.
Yeah, he's a sexy sleazebag.
I'm not sure if I've ever heard those two things together, but you know what? I would agree with that.
No, I like him. I hope I get to do more in the future. Cause like honestly, like who was at my session? Wendy Lee was at my session. It was my first time like working with her, and like she's like, to me, someone like me, like she's like an absolute legend. So, you know, meeting her and like getting to work with her, like I was just like, oh my god, yeah. And then same thing with Christian. Actually, Christian's in the chat here. I've worked with him before on stuff, and like he's one of those people that I keep hearing about, and I'm just like, oh, he's so cool.
Aw, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, Christian, you are cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Aw,
and you
thanks.
can draw Ignots.
Yes, yeah, I can fill in somebody else's Ignots poorly.
I just forget that he's down there, and then I see him again. I'm like, man, there he is. There's the prince.
I can't tell if Slade's looking at Ignots or the fish.
If any of the actually talented artists want to do delete anything I've done on that Ignots, you go to town. I am in no way stopping you from doing this.
No, that absolutely belongs there, and it would be a sin to take it off.
Yes.
So good.
It really is good. And there's a story behind it too, about how he ate 4 Loko, glue, a Rage candy bar, and everything in between to become a green hair monstrosity that then devoured an entire can of paint.
And he's slowly sucking out like flames.
He's sucking out of flames for hair.
Yeah.
I have a fun
And she's
story
just trying to have her fish
regarding like energy drinks and things like that. Like you said, what did you say? What?
Oh, a 4 Loko glue Rage candy bar infused paint can or something?
Oh god. Yeah, no, so back when I was in high school, there was this drink that they sold in like 7-Eleven and things like that. I grew up in Virginia, so I don't know if they have it in California, but it was this drink called Spike, like the TV channel, like Spike, if you've ever heard of it.
1,000 Ways to Die.
It wasn't it like Spike TV for men, and like that was the pitch.
And then they put Ren and Stimpy on it.
Most of it.
So it was like this tiny can, right? And me and my best friend in high school, we spent a lot of time just hanging out and stuff like that, and we would stay up all the time overnight. And in order to get through it, we would buy this stuff called Spike. You know, we never read the can. We just bought it because we were like, oh yeah, it tastes bearable and it makes us tingle, so that must be good. You know, and
the story is going in a very different direction than I imagined.
Late night.
What a qualifier for something that you put in your body. It makes me tingle.
And on that note, this is a charity stream benefiting children's research.
Make sure you read the cans, kids.
Yeah, don't
please make sure that you read the can to anything that you drink.
Good advice.
So me and Adam, his name was Adam, we would buy this stuff, and we would buy them like 3 cans at a time, and we would crush all 3 cans, you know, in one night. I was mostly fine for the most part, but he passed out at least 3 times. And for some reason, we didn't think to ourselves, oh, this might be a bad thing. You know, like, I'm talking like middle of driving, he's in the passenger seat, and he starts twitching out. Like like a vibrating chair. You would think that my car had like a back massage function, you know, like with how often he was going crazy, and he would pass out. And for some reason, 16-year-old Brandon never thought, maybe I should look into this or at least read the can and see like what's in this stuff, you know. I just let it happen like a good friend. And so
16-year-old.
Yes, and then finally one day we pick up a can and we what was it? Adam like was online or something like that, and he was like, "Brandon, you have to read this." And I was like, "Oh, what happened?" And he's like, "Yo, so you know that spike stuff that we were drinking?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, like you're drinking it right now and it killed somebody last week."
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
And I was like, "Oh no, like what's going on?" And so it was like, "Oh, read the can." And so I finally, for the first time, read the can. And I can't remember the exact number, but it was close to 200 grams of sugar in the can.
Oh!
And they had this little warning label that said, "Warning, do not exceed 1 can every 8 hours."
Oh
We were
wow.
drinking 3.
Oh my god.
It reminds me of what was it, Jolt Cola or something, when they had that on the shelves and they pulled it off like 8 or 9 months later too. It was the same sort of thing. And I swear the commercial for that was people jumping off of bridges. It's like, it gives you so much energy, you can do anything! Ah! And these teenagers jump off a bridge, and right when it hit the ground, they like slam a can in your face, and you're like, "Just jolt!" And then the commercial just ends.
Well, there's always the legendary story too of like when Red Bull got into a lawsuit and the courthouse and the judge basically said you need to have warning labels now on your can. They started like jumping up and so excited, and everyone's like, "Why are you guys so excited?" And it's because they realized all these warning labels would make people want to drink the thing more. So they started like putting the warning labels like very clearly on the can, like "Do not drink this if you are X. Do not mix this with alcohol." People would immediately just start doing it.
Do not eat the Tide Pods, children. They are not fruit.
I just
That's
noticed
the funny
name
thing about
where it's
Spike.
like,
You know, after we... Sorry, Jenny, what were you saying?
dare you. The disrespect.
I know, I'm the worst.
The impertinent fool. Just notice the name that says Art with Flane and Ignatz, but it says like Morganberry too. Also Ken. Also Eleonora. Sorry, I just needed to bring attention to that. I like that.
But the funny thing about Spike is that once we read that label, we made a challenge out of it.
Oh!
Oh no.
Ooh, of course you had to.
Yeah, because, you know, we were young and stupid. And and we were like, okay, so how much do we have to drink in order not to feel our hands?
How are you still alive to do voice acting?
Hey, I'm pretty sure I shaved at least like 3 years off my lifespan, but you know, like eventually they stopped selling it.
This one kid just keeps buying it. We have to stop.
This one kid in Virginia keeps trying to make his appendages numb.
They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think that
At this point,
applies in this
your blood vessels
What
are made of
doesn't kill you
titanium
also
now.
can give you severe diabetes.
Not normal diabetes, severe diabetes.
Not just normal diabetes, this is extreme diabetes. Just picturing like 16-year-old Brandon like on the internet be like, "What's up? It's your boy Brandon again. Let's get chug 17 spikes today. See how
sure to
many it
hit that
takes for me to
subscribe
feel my hair."
Smash that subscribe button, because I can't feel my hands.
Because they are twitching uncontrollably.
Speaking of Twitch, watch me do it live on Twitch tomorrow night.
Brandon J, the VA. The VA stands for Virginia at this point, because I'm not in voiceover yet, because I'm 16.
I appreciate this chat. Okay, but how many though? Like, let's talk numbers here.
Yeah.
How many? Man, I remember, I think my, right. We had like a record board. So we would invite our friends over and we would have contests.
Oh my god.
And my limit was 7.
I'm trying to
And
think of
I
what
remember
happened
I got
that made you
really
incapable
sick.
of continuing.
What was the line?
Oh my god.
And the record was 13.
Are they still alive?
Are they good?
I hope so.
Yeah, I miss
Hesitation.
Mom. Like,
Rumor has it they're still bouncing off the walls to this day.
Yo, I would
Just
not be
like-
surprised. Like I remember he actually got really sick and like his eyes like dilated and like everything. Like it was
Oh
it
my
was
God.
not good. Like it was not good.
He's being kept in a lab somewhere under Virginia, just like running in a hamster wheel, powering the entire state. Go fast.
Who knew that Spike energy drink would cause renewable energy in 2020? It's incredible, really.
You're not immortal if you just keep drinking 5-hour energy, okay?
Yeah.
Energy drink.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Spike energy drink. Found it. All right. Oh yes, there it is. Okay. Now,
Not
hold on.
allowed
Now
to
I'm
buy
gonna give
it.
you guys the exact. All right, so 350 milligrams of caffeine
Are you kidding me?
per
at
can.
that point, you just have to measure it in grams, in normal grams.
Weigh it in pounds.
Oh my god. Oh.
What was?
Let's see. Spike energy drink was once known as Spike Shooter and is made by Biotest. This energy drink is one of the
Biotest
highest
sounds like a
caffeinated
Resident
energy
Evil company.
drink- Yeah, seriously.
It's an
On the
offshoot
market
of
is
Umbrella.
what the frick? I'm just reading over this right now, and it's just like, oh no.
Oh my God.
Biotest recommends that the first time users of Spike Energy drink consume just half a can in order to see how their bodies will react.
Oh my gosh.
I drank 7 of
Holy.
these.
Oh my god. As you can see, the chat is full of questions of how are you still alive? That's terrifying. Oh god. Holy.
Well, they're still in
I wouldn't
business.
ask
Their
me
website
that
is
question.
selling stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think they sell it anymore. Hold on. I found this info through a site called Caffeine Informer.
No, if you go to spikeenergy.com, we are not paid and we are not sponsored.
Oh, absolutely not.
But they have Spike Shooter Blue Raz, Spike Shooter Orange Gold. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. That sounds
$45 per can.
Oh my lord.
Who's paying $45 for like death in a can?
I don't know, but they're also paying
God,
$48 for a double shot.
Oh, double 350? We're looking at
Sorry,
700.
what?
What?
Hey,
These-
Double
what?
shot.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent, cure any disease.
We didn't tell the FDA shit. Neither will you after you drink this, because you'll be dead.
Wow. Here's the description. Maximum. Hardcore energy. Spike double shot. Spike double shot is the high-speed
double
energy supplement everybody's been looking for. Delicious and invigorating flavor,
Whoa.
yet packed with active ingredients that'll pleasure even the most avid stimulant fan. Spike
Oh, no.
turns the entire energy category on its ear. Spike double shot delivers it all.
This literally sounds like the plot of a horror movie. Like, I feel like this is how like the rage virus starts.
This is the plot of
Supplemental
Sunset
facts.
Overdrive.
Vitamin B12, 12,500% of your daily recommended intake. And this
Hey,
is
Brandon!
two servings per container, so 25,000%
Hold
of
on.
vitamin
How
B12.
big are those cans?
Please
'Cause these
don't
things were pretty
anybody
fun.
actually drink this.
Yeah, please. No one buy this.
60,
Who would
oh,
do this?
This is the double shot, 63 milliliters, 4 ounces.
What?
That's
Oh my
insane.
love
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
begin use with 1/2 bottle, so half of a shooter. Do not exceed 1 bottle in a 4-hour period. Do not exceed 2 bottles a day.
I feel like I have to make like an after-school special announcement, like, "Hey guys, we've had a lot of fun here today.
Do not use if you are
Being serious.
pregnant. Do not use
Don't-
if you are nursing. Of
Don't
course.
be like Brandon Winkler. Don't do this thing."
Yo, looking back, I'm seriously
Spike
considering
energy,
like
not
I'm,
even
I'm
once.
really curious how I'm alive right now. Like, am I a superhero? Like, do I...
Have you figured out any of your powers yet?
Blood's still red. Or is it just
Right?
like blue raspberry blue? Just like bleed
just
and
pure
like
caffeine at the point.
yeah, just like if you bleed, like we'll just like eat through the floor like acid.
So
Oh,
I
no.
will say that instead of using your hard-earned money on Death in a Can, instead you could donate to Extra Life.
That's true.
right. This is Extra Life commercial. I'm your host, 3D. We're raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, so the kids never have to drink Spike Energy drink.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not curing anything. I can tell you that much.
It's prevention.
And Kempf would recommend this. Don't do what Kempf would do.
Don't be like him.
Don't be like him. Not in America.
I will
Not-
say
not
that
in
like
America.
a Spike Energy competition is something that they would do in America. That is very American.
Yeah, that actually is pretty American.
On brand.
But anyway, we have some really cool prizes that you could donate towards. We have some really cool stuff that to come still. We still got our art session going on. We have party games after. And yeah, we're raising money for a good cause to do good things. And yeah.
And to illustrate what's going on, Brandon, I'm not sure how long you've been involved. This is our third charity stream that we're putting on for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals through Reddit's Extra Life campaign. We're all Fire Emblem based fans, artists, gamers. You missed some speedruns earlier. Unfortunately, not any Fire Emblem that Kempf was in, but I'm sure we could offer that sometime soon. And we do have another day going on tomorrow to celebrate Fire Emblem's 30th anniversary. So that's kind of the intent of what this particular scheduled event is for, why it's here. This
That's
particular
crazy.
time.
Fire Emblem's been around for 30 years.
Tomorrow it will be, man.
Holy cow. That's wild. That's so cool.
There also is a $10 donation that came in while we were sharing exciting stories about destroying our bodies from the inside out. From Biggest Cappuccino, which is probably a drink that we would recommend. Thank you so much to everyone here and the community. Been a great ride since Three Houses came out. Met Christian at PAX, and it was such a joy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you recognize Biggest Cappuccino, Christian, but they know you.
I am
so.
grateful nonetheless. I'm certain I would recognize them in person.
And I'm still on the Spike Energy. I just assume that your liver just looks like Swiss cheese.
Oh my gosh.
I just read a comment and it says Kempf is the kind of guy to offer you drugs and then call the police on you for having them. And you're absolutely right.
That's a very proactive narc.
Like, just look at his face. Like, his face radiates, like, brat energy. Do you know what I mean?
It really does, though. Like, it's the smirk. It has, like, one eyebrow raised. It's like, what are you gonna do?
It's the pose, too. It's all about confidence and delivery, you know? You don't have to be a pro at what you're doing as long as you act like you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. In America.
Story
In
of my
America.
life right here.
I just keep like finding myself just staring at this piece of art, like with my like mouth agape.
Every time I look back at it, after thinking about how caffeine's going to destroy me from the inside out, it looks absolutely gorgeous. You know?
Really, it's just
It really
stunning.
does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just I love the little like Fire Emblem Heroes owl, like in the like he's just so happy.
I feel like Fett and Ignatz are like soul siblings. Yeah.
Soul birds.
Yeah.
They soar through together. Aw.
Yeah. You know, Ignatz, he's high off glue, is soaring alongside Fett, and he's got.
I've been looking at this thing tiny on my stream layout. It's like 2 inches tall by 3 inches wide, and I just looked at the full screen, and this thing is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I gotta say my favorite part's the paintbrush, not gonna lie, but
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
everything else in here. I'm sorry, Hellion, I'm sorry, Tekken. That Ignatz paintbrush is top tier. You guys could
The
learn a lesson
very
or two.
deep lore behind it.
Rumor has it Ignatz painted this entire picture.
Mhm.
This is all him. It's no one else.
It's true.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Impressed.
Honestly, it's the fact that I'm working like 4 different Cintiq pads 2 of them with my feet simultaneously. Yeah, it's real.
Wow.
It's got like one of the like styluses like in his ear, just working.
You've somehow split your eyes to look in opposite directions to look at 2 different sunsets simultaneously.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it took a lot of prep, a lot of. This doesn't come easily. This kind of talent.
This is the kind of like technique that you can learn when you join Ignaz's OnlyFans.
And we're
Oh
back
my
full
God.
circle.
No, in true seriousness, it's an incredible work of art. And I'm always awed by any.
I just want to throw this out there too, Brandon. If you look at the lower left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a little doodle of a certain somebody being added to our planned art.
It's a baby.
You said he's such a piece of, and then the audio cut out for me in my headphones for a moment, and I was afraid of what you were gonna say there. So I hope you said something nice and cute after it's such a piece of.
Stream? I don't know.
It was. Now it's dark outside. It's fine. It's fine. You do whatever.
I'm sorry, my babies. Cover your ears. I said he's
Don't
such
call
a piece
that.
of treasure. Okay,
Uh-huh.
such a piece of treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
15,
like I don't know.
$15 from Quo as a donation. How many cans of Spike can I buy with this?
Oh.
Brandon, you've had an amazing influence on our stream, by the way. We now have an attempt for corporate sponsorship. I'll let you know how that goes tomorrow.
Well,
we also have a $10 donation from Magic Crowd saying, "Jesus Christ, is that mysterious painter in the corner?" That is a mysterious painter in the corner. He is the Death Knight. The Death Knight's actually been watching us this entire time. He's gonna kill us all. The Death Knight's just standing right there. He craves blood. He craves the glue that Ignaz eats. He wants it. You know? And we also have $50 from Janelle Lucia saying, "Thank you for making the Fire Emblem fandom so enjoyable."
Aw.
And you know what? I agree with them. Thank you guys so much for making this fandom like the best.
Aw.
It's
All
real
of
sweet.
The caffeine that Brandon had in high school. It radiates off.
I knew all the pain would pay off one day. I had no idea it would be in the middle of a Fire Emblem stream, but hey, at least it's paying off.
Well, I gotta say, like, this is just there's so many little details in this art that makes me realize that I have no artistic talent. You know what I mean? It's like all like the little shadings and the little like shadows, and it's like, wow, that's so incredible. I would never have done that in a million years.
Well, this is a variety of fans in the community, people who have just been doing art for years and years. So if you are fans of these people and you want to see more of what they do, type !runners in the chat like I'm just doing right now, and you'll see a list of Twitters for all of these wonderful artists, and you can watch them, and you can look at their art, and you can see stuff if you don't get to visit the conventions, and you can see Hellian's prints of even more people that she probably hasn't already done, but she'll be doing.
Hellian's amazing.
Yeah, seriously, the more
All
I'm looking at
amazing.
this thing, the more I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, Tekken.
The little American flag.
Amazing.
Oh.
Hidden behind the name tag, but every time that Tekken fades, I see a bright, bright future for that little man.
Oh.
If I may make a request, is there any way we can get some Eleonora representation in here?
Yeah, we don't have any TMS representation here. We need to fix that.
I was planning on drawing some. Oh, CR, do you want to?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, sure. Because I was pretty much done with my stuff, so I was like, oh, I'll do something else.
I will say that someone
Guys?
interesting has joined the voice channel. They have they returned.
Oh.
Hi!
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi! It's good to be back.
Hi, the Morgan Berry. You have Brandon Winkler here in chat too. I hope that doesn't upset you in any way.
Hey, Brandon.
Morgan,
don't make me come after you. I know where you are.
Uh-oh.
I know where I live.
So, Morgan, I don't know if you know this, but you kind of sound like a robot right now.
Yeah, if you're on a cell phone, it's kind of cutting out from wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cell phone. Hold on, let me connect to Wi-Fi.
Tiny Kemp just keeps getting more detailed, and I'm just watching.
Yeah.
Just aghast at what has become of this portrait.
I mean, Kemp is the most important part.
I mean,
we're also, by the way, for those who don't know, we also have Raven, who's just joined in. Raven, not a voice actor, but part of the stream for the last 2 years. Unable to join us this year, but able to join us in spirit in terms of just in this voice channel right now.
Hello.
He is the head of a Discord server that has had Kempf as its logo for months and months now, so it's always welcome right now.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, we started. Yeah, no, I said this in there, but you're pretty much a hero to us. We quote you every day.
Well, thanks. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I didn't know how many people would actually like really just love Kemp like right out the gate. I was like, wow, there are a lot of memes of this guy. And then when I announced him, it still to this day is my most liked and retweeted tweet thing that I've ever announced. And I'm just like, all right, I don't know how to feel about this, but this is cool.
Yeah, it's because basically the way the old translation patch worked, it was just really patchwork and stuff like that. And it's entirely because of the way the game is coded, and because of that, they added phrases like I can't swear on stream, so but stupid B and something you in America. And I know the guy that did it, and it wasn't entirely a placeholder thing because they couldn't figure out the coding, but it just made him pretty much a cult classic character. So it was actually wonderful to see him get some art and voice acting, and it's awesome. Shame there's no America in Fire Emblem, but
There was almost a Mars in Fire Emblem. Back when Awakening was being developed, the developers, I remember reading something about how they wanted to try to do a Fire Emblem in space, and they were using Mars as one of the original ideas for a place to do it at.
But instead they cloned Mars, so it worked out.
I will say that because someone in chat asked this, and Christian, I know you've been here quiet, enjoying the scenery. I do have a question for you, which is, let me just try to find it. How do I get into Ignaz's OnlyFans?
First, he's got to sort out his Patreon. There's he wants to post, but he can't post every day, and some people want him to stream, and he's just like, man, I don't know if I can do that. It's just I have a lot of other officer training stuff, and I feel terrible about painting. One of these days, he'll go full force on the OnlyFans.
I think the person in chat that's totally not me on my alt account would agree.
That is you. Gosh, I knew it.
I think it might be you.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is blasphemy I'm hearing right now.
Down at the lower left corner to look at Kemp again. I just saw Flane and how shocked she is by Ignaz's paintbrush. It just tickled me.
Oh yeah, what you had missed after you had left was the discussion of why the paintbrush is green and why it's connected to her hair, and it was decided that he is sucking the saturation for his green color out of your hair and into his paint. So it was an expression of shock,
Ignaz is essentially Banicula-ing Flane right now, and it's horrifying. Horrible as occurred here.
And if you look above Alm in the left-hand side, you'll also see the outline for a certain little pop star, shooting star.
Wow! A shooting starlet!
Yeah.
That's my girl, that's my baby! It's my baby.
My baby!
My baby!
Take my baby!
I was gonna try and be snarky, and I'm like, wow, it's Carly Rae Jepsen, and I'm like, no, I can't even. I'm so excited to see her. I'm just sort of like, there she is.
I read a tweet today that was like, man, remember when we were all making fun of it's Friday? At least you knew what date it was. We don't know what date it is anymore.
Very real.
I've been trying to keep a 9 to 5 schedule just so I don't
9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally stayed up till like 6:30 the other day, and I was like, wait a minute, I see this. Oh my god, the sun's coming back up. Oh my god, I'm not even tired. Wait a minute.
Same.
Dude, it's quarantine. Time isn't real.
Yeah. I have no structure in my days anymore. Oh.
I will say, as someone who's like, I actually have like a serious, like, if I don't check in at like 9 o'clock kind of thing, like they're gonna look at me funny and it's not gonna be good. So I have to wake up every day at 9. It doesn't mean I have to go to bed on time. So like, I go to bed like 6, wake up at 9, and my schedule is just like, how am I still awake? I don't, and then I'm gone. Out cold. Middle of work, out cold. Whoops. I need Spike. That's what I need.
No!
What do you mean?
Nobody needs Spike.
Oh, we're good.
Everybody needs Spike.
Brandon, no.
I mean, I'm in America, okay? It sounds pretty good.
Oh. Not unless you want your hands to go numb, apparently. Poison in a can, like poison and like electricity, I assume is what it's made of.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, if Fire Emblem characters were energy drinks, what would they be?
Okay, before we get too far into this, Brandon, I do want to let you know we do have a Jackbox Party Games time block coming up, I think 10 minutes to go actually, but we've just been having so much fun with this. And that may end up being a topic or something that gets brought up, so... Not to say let's not talk about it, but I'm just saying, yeah, I know some of those games are kind of weird and topical and whatnot, so I'm thinking, man, that just reminded me of something. We have a schedule. Are you drawing Spike? But I think Cloud...
I might be.
Alright, Cloud. I think Claude
Cloud Strife?
Claude.
You said Strike, and it made me think of Strife and Cloud.
Spike,
It's Spike. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying.
Claude Spike is very different than Cloud Strife.
Claude Spike.
Claude
Okay, guys, we're gonna play. We're gonna poison everyone. It's gonna be fine. Why am I buzzing? Am I buzzing? Do you hear me buzzing?
Fear the deer, fear the deer, fear the deer.
Guys.
Claude on Strife.
That's canon.
Guys, there's too many deer. There's no deer here, Claude. What are you talking about? They're everywhere. And you're a deer, and you're a deer, and you're a deer. What's going on here?
But guys, I actually have to go. I have stuff that I have to do. I wanted to pop in and say hello, and this was a lot of fun. Thanks for like letting me hang out with you guys.
Heck yeah, it was a blast having you in here.
Thanks for letting us drag you in here.
Yeah, anytime.
Stay American, bro.
Yeah, we'll see you soon in America.
I will take the many Photoshop pictures of Captain America with Kemp's face on it and hang it up in my room so I never forget. Okay.
Hold on. Let me get you this picture that we use for our server icon.
I posted. If you scroll up in the Discord chat, I posted it up there a few minutes ago.
Yeah, let me get the original full picture. Yeah. Hold on a sec. It's somewhere in our mod chat. Here it is. Found it. If you need a Discord avatar, go ahead and use this.
They have the Oh, that's a good one.
I'll post it in the chat. Can I post it in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it got flagged. Hold on.
I just got timed out. My bad.
I'll post it for you.
There we go. I got it.
All right,
Everyone's got it.
All right, hold on. I gotta save it. How do I save you? Okay, that's how.
Do you like the GDD hat?
Solid.
King DDD, Kempf, and America. A dream combination.
And Spike. Don't forget Spike.
Is the sound that
Spike energy. Spike double shot energy. More caffeine than your body has room for.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Anyways, guys, all right, I am out of here. Thanks for letting me hang out with you guys. This artwork looks amazing. People, please donate. It's an awesome cause. I donated a little bit too. So like, do it. It's awesome. Talented people.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here as well.
Yeah, anytime. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
How do I? Oh, okay, there's a button. Done it. All right, bye.
No, you're stuck here forever.
You're stuck.
How do I do with the internet?
Oh, I thought he was gonna play Jackbox games with us.
Aw. I dropped the plug hoping he would hear it and be like, oh, I want to stay. Oh, we'll get him next time, gang.
Get him next time.
Next time.
Well, speaking of donations, we did receive another donation, $25 from Evernight Studio.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for all you do to give life to so many memorable characters. We're working hard on a Tokyo Mirage Sessions fanzine to bring love to that side of Fire Emblem too. Hi there, Jenny.
Oh my gosh!
Hey.
Oh, my heart.
And CR is our cover artist actually for that. I'm running it with Evernight. Thank you for the shout out to that. And CR's our cover artist.
Wow.
Oh, man,
Well, there you go.
can't.
You don't mean the
doesn't
CR
sound
that's
great.
here drawing Eleanor right now, do you?
Oh, definitely not. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why you choose her as the cover artist.
Yeah,
Knowing
man.
her. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're right. There's a backstory to this. It might sound mean, but you see, Raven has bad opinions. That's the backstory.
Oh.
That was established by Misty Lee or something, wasn't it, last year?
Yeah,
last time?
Misty Lee.
Yeah.
Misty Lee established that Raven had bad opinions, and then what did he call him? What?
Something
Hole boy or
birthday
something?
hole. Something
Yeah.
birthday
Go
hole.
back to your birthday
Something.
hole.
Go back to your birthday
Birthday
hole.
hole.
Yeah. It was Raven's birthday, and Misty Lee just made fun of him the entire time. It was really funny. You know?
Absolutely great. Love it.
Yeah.
It was a good birthday.
Oh wait, did you already shout out the most recent donation from Imason for $50?
Oh yeah, no, that's a $50 donation. It's right from Imason. Hi there,
That's
amazing art being displayed here. Thank you everyone for all of the contributions today, and thank you to the streamers and artists for holding this.
Thank you so much for having us. This is such a wonderful event. It's a real honor to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're
And thank
so
you so
happy.
much for your generous donation, Imason.
Yeah, we are so happy to have you guys as well, and just in the time in which we've done this art session, we've raised almost $1,000. I think we're almost at
incredible.
$1,000 in just this art session.
That's
So
pretty good considering like you have CR here.
Wow.
This is brutal.
We have cover artist CR here. Excuse
we
you.
have cover artist CR, and we have 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Raven here. So, do we want to move on to Jackbox? I mean, I love the art, I love talking and everything. We did have a schedule that we're kind of a little behind at. I don't know what we want to do.
We had a schedule. It has gone out the window now.
we were an hour ahead of schedule, and I'm like, crud, what do we do to fill things up? Okay, well, I guess we'll just start the art block a little early, and then next thing I know, here we are, 30 minutes behind schedule, just having so much freaking fun.
It's alright. Life's behind schedule now.
And so are you, Raven. So are you. So.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jackbox games, but
Oh yes.
Okay. But we'll
Which
be
one-
getting that
which
thing
one
started
is
here
your
and probably.
favorite game from Jackbox?
Your favorite game?
Quiplash.
Quiplash. Okay. Let me see. I think I have both 1 and 2.
Oh, it's funny because we were going to do that last time in the event, and we ended up
Right,
having
we
so
were,
many things to do. We were like, where do we fit Quiplash into the schedule? I guess we just can't do it. We have like 14 games and all these other sessions. It was crazy, and now we're like, ooh, which one do we pick? Quiplash, first pick, bam, not even a stutter.
Quiplash
Love
is
it.
great. I'm a big fan of TKO as well.
TK. Oh, that's the one. So here's the thing. I don't know how many of our lovely artists want to stay with us, but if we have TKO with artists, oh my god. Oh.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool if you guys stick
Don't
around. I like
expect much
TKO
from
myself
that,
as well.
DQ, what?
TKO. So they'll explain the game a little bit when we get there, but TKO is basically it's a game where you make T-shirts, right?
Oh, that one! I love that one so much.
Yeah, it's really good. So I need to I think that's in the one game of Jackbox I don't own, so I'm gonna go buy that right now while we're in intermission.
Can we
call
play
this a
TKO
stream.
first? Because sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if we could play that one first, and then I'll stay for that, and then I'll have to go since it's 5 a.m.
Sounds
Oh
good.
my
gosh.
It's 6 a.m. here as well.
Oh my gosh, you guys are
Tomorrow
troopers. Thank you so much for
morning,
sticking with
but
us.
It's been
And here I am feeling bad. I'm about to head out at 12.
Considering last time you were, I don't know how many drinks you've had after the stream ended. We were just shooting the breeze for like 3 hours after the event was done with Allegra
So many
Clark.
drinks.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for having me so briefly. Have fun. Have a good night.
Yeah, no problem. See you, man.
This event is always great.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Actually, and with that, as we finish up the art, I too sessions and stuff in the morning. But it is always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Thanks so much for inviting me again. Thank you, wonderful artists, for creating beautiful, beautiful pieces of artwork. I'm sorry, Ignatz. I did my best, buddy. I love you still. I know.
I think it looks absolutely beautiful, though. Like even yours, even Ignatz, I think has a charm to it, and I think it looks really good.
A good
A
laugh.
charm of some kind, yes.
It's a cute face. It's a cute laugh.
He's a good boy.
Mhm.
He's a good boy indeed. Well, thank you guys so much. Really,
Well, chat chat is shouting goodbye to you, man. They're gonna miss you too. Thank you for staying on. You stayed on with us longer than you even told us that you were thinking about doing it in the first place. So we appreciate not only your time to help us out, but your extra efforts and putting up with us for as much as you have today.
I'm glad that I could. Thank you all so much for coming out and for donating and for doing all the awesome stuff. And I will see you guys all real soon.
Good night.
Hi, Christian.
Bye.
Bye. And with that, we are probably going to close out our artist block. And I am currently downloading the Jackbox scene with TKO, and then I have to do a quick computer restart. So we'll go to intermission really quickly.
Yeah, run, grab a drink of water, go pee because you probably have to if you've been here for hours already, or get that energy, get that spike energy if you live in Europe right now and you're still sticking around with us.
Yep.
And and chat, we'll be back. We'll get started within the next I guess 10 to 15 maybe, and we'll have everyone on board having some fun.
All right. See you guys then.